Okay, good morning. Hello. Did I wait a second longer for because the 321 appeared in chat? Yes and no. Because I saw the 321 appeared, which means by the way that delay works, that it's like a little bit, well, too early, right? So now I didn't really wait even longer because I saw the countdown in chat. But once I saw it, I did wait another second. Which makes a lot of sense. Hello, hi gamers, what's up? I was beset. I am beset by the demons of my hyperfixation. Truly. Not beset by sleepiness. Well, actually, the sleepiness was a result of that. I slept in late-ish. I mean, depends on how you quantify late. I was used to getting up at around 8. Now I started doing that all the time, but didn't do that today because I went to bed at like 4 again. And it's like, again, this is the second day in a row that I went to bed at about 4. So I was like, okay, maybe we should sleep in a little bit longer. It was less of a conscious decision though, but that's fine. We do rest day today. Tomorrow I have things to do and places to be anyway. And I'm also gonna go to bed late, but that one I cannot change really because I'll show you. Anyway, before I get into rabbling, I want to say hello to everybody who's here already. Hi, Angel Tail. Hello, Warren, who was showering but then came back. I think it's what that means. Hi, Isaiah. Hi, MP. What's up? What is up, indeed? I will tell you all about it. People don't tell you this about hyperfixations, but they're kind of stressful, you know? Like, you're kind of always busy with that shit, and you don't get to go to sleep. Actually, people do tell you about that. It depends on who you ask, truly. It depends on whom you talk about symptoms with. Some people like to ameliorate, you could almost say. Some people like to romanticize everything very much, and other people are a little bit more realistic. I don't know. My head is everywhere. This is going to be an interesting stream. I got 9 ads on Twitch yesterday. That was fun. Yeah, Twitch is special. Dude, me too. I've been there, done that, messed around. I go to Twitch. I'm in a fucking like ad show for the first, I don't know how many minutes of the stream. Not that cool, not that nice most of the time. I like it better when it's like a break in the middle of the stream. It's like, okay, this is our ad break. The person's going to pee or whatever, so you do something else too and then return to the stream. I kind of fuck with that. But especially when you open the stream or when they don't take a break and they're actually still making content while the ads play and it's just 17,000 of them. I don't like that much. I know, shocker. It's surprise. And my ad block doesn't block Twitch ads for some reason. I don't know why. I do have ad block. I never even thought about that, but I do have ad block. I'm pretty sure it doesn't usually block it. I guess it doesn't work. I don't know. Some sites circumvent the ad block and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. You know, you got 2 ads here. Good. Nice. Thank you, YouTube. That's so nice of you. Thank you for trusting me not to say bad words and shit like that. Whoops. Legitimately, not on purpose, but okay. I was thinking of different bad words, to be honest, when I said bad words. So, you know, it's a little different. Actually, I'm just sick, and let's hope university accepts my sick note from the doctor because I technically had an exam today. Well, if you have a doctor's note, they're gonna have to accept it. No, they should accept it. I'm thinking that will turn out well. Don't worry about it. Also, have a good rest. You know, rest well. The few times I've been on Twitch, the max I had gotten was 2. Damn, that's not that many for Twitch standards. I mean, it depends who you watch, I guess. I feel like people who have a huge amount of viewers usually don't put that many ads, but I don't know. Swebbles up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I spelled his name wrong because I have no familiarity with this man. Also, hello Theo, hi Victor, and hello Caliban. But if the person goes to the bathroom during the Twitch ads, what will they do while playing the other people's videos on their stream? Ah, you're right, of course. Whatever should they do? Yeah, they do need a reason to leave and step out once they are playing content that they didn't make as well. There's a little bit of a conundrum, truly, a bit of a conundrum. Whatever shall we do, indeed. So, not waking up as early as I usually do has a couple of consequences. I wake up early for 2 reasons. 1, workout, so today is rest day, you know, that's fine. We need rest day, otherwise your muscles can't grow as well. I know biology. Second reason is to prepare for stream. Now, I do have a good couple of links, but I feel like I'm a little less prepared than usual, so we'll see what we do with that. Rev is also uploading videos. I love how I just go into that. Well, it's a tab that I have opened, that's why I was looking at it. There's a couple of videos of his that look interesting enough to talk about, but I don't know if I wanna. Last time we talked about Nusagi for like 7 million hours, so definitely not him. Don't want to interact with that again, but yeah, no. Hi, Fat Cat. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I really had fun yesterday on stream as well. It was fun. It was nice. Playing a game is very relaxing and cool. I do think I'm gonna play Ace Attorney, probably. I think I'm gonna buy Ace Attorney and play it on stream, because why not? Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to play it on stream anyway. Like, if I don't like it, I'll stop playing it again. Because I really don't know what you do in the Ace Attorney games aside from reading. I know you read, because it's mainly talking. Maybe they read for you. If it was voiced, that would be cool. But I mean, I like reading. Reading is fine. I can read. I don't know. Lawyer Zecke, yes, I'm gonna get my law degree. And you do, like, that's what I talked about with my friend who recommended it to me. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if all that lawyery stuff, if I'll understand that so well. And he was like, it's not that lawyery, which then makes sense because it is a video game. I then remembered this is in fact a video game, so perhaps I don't actually have to have a degree in law to play. But who's to say? We'll figure that out once we get there. Bonjour! I got an What? Really? Are you joking? Are you joking? I can turn that off if I can find it. There's certain categories, I think, that you can turn off, but I don't know. Political ads, maybe they might all be lumped in together into like one group. But if that's true, that's wild. Wild if true, in a bad way. Bonjour, comment ça va? That's what I'm gonna talk about too. Of course, my French, one of my favorite French streamers got fucking killed last night on stream. Not really, obviously, in Minecraft, in the block game. But, you know, that's very unusual for him as well. He doesn't usually do that. And you know what? They fucking cheated, and I'm never gonna shut up about it. Like his Discord. Dude, do not join the Etwell Discord today or, like, tomorrow or in the near future, because they're still arguing about that. They are all in the fucking QSMP channel in his Discord arguing about it in French. Obviously, the whole Discord is French. So I'm in there to, like, look at art and stuff mainly, or post art or whatever. And they're still arguing about it, which fair. I'm also gonna chew your ear off, but whatever. Hello, Crow. Hey, everyone. I love that you come in to, like, excuse yourself for not being here. That is so much effort. That is very sweet. Don't worry about it. I am very well, Fat Cat. I hope you're well too. I think I said that already. Maybe. I don't know. I hope everyone's well, as always. Grüne Stoppen ad. Oh my god. I wonder if I can specifically prohibit AfD ads, or if the only category that I would be able to turn off is political in general, which I wouldn't want to do, but, you know, whatever. I would like to look into that. Let's see if I remember or not. maybe they just don't advertise in Leipzig because they know it doesn't work, or not in Saxony because they already got everyone voting for them. I wonder if it's, I mean, it's definitely region based, but I don't know how exactly region based it is. I didn't link my art, but now I want to show you my art. The new one, because again, that's why I stayed up, because my favorite streamer got killed in Minecraft and I had to draw it, and I'm gonna draw it again and again and again, because there's not that much angst potential there usually in the storyline with Etwell specifically, and I love angst. Okay, I love angst a lot. Angsty stories are great, so therefore when there is an opportunity to express angst, who am I but a humble servant who must jump on the opportunity? So I can show it to you real easy. Let me show you stuff, because I wrote it down. I write down stuff. It's important. There you go. Also, welcome, Zerarazad and Type. Hello. Welcome. So, this is the situation. I woke up late-ish, yes. And Indeed. The grind, I would like to encapsulate all of this as the grind chooses me, I don't choose the grind, okay? Because it's truly the case. I was just sitting there last night, before midnight even, maybe, perhaps, I think, around midnight, okay? It wasn't that severe. And I was watching the stream and I wasn't expecting any big lore moments because it wasn't like an event or anything on the server or anything like that, right? I was just watching it while having a great time. And suddenly, okay, he fights codes. He does that. Oh, it's 3 of them. That's two more than usual. That's weird. He kills 2 of them. No problem. He fights the 3rd. I'm recapping this for you because this is my brain. Like I said, this is not by choice. I have to say this or I explode and die in real life and not in Minecraft. So the 3rd one comes in, right? And he fights it for like legitimately, I think 10, 20 minutes, maybe even half an hour. It felt like that. Maybe that's exaggeration, but like 20 minutes is very possible. And the health bar does not move at all. Seems a little bit unbalanced, huh? Well, to make things worse, they deleted his fucking armor, a part of it, the most important part of the armor. They just snapped with like commands. They snapped his fucking armor and then they killed him. That's rude. You can't just kill a man. He would have totally won if it was fair fighting conditions. That is why they did that, obviously. So they did that for lore. I get it. But also that's cheating. How dare you? Don't cheat! I'm not actually mad, but I am a little mad. I feel like they could have, if they wanted to do that, I feel like they should have at least made it like a bigger spectacle, because it felt kind of random. I wasn't expecting anything big in that sort of way to happen at all that night on the server, whatever, because it was just, hey, let's fight, you know, let's have some fun, let's do some dueling, okay, let's do that. But they just decided, oh, this night's the night. We're gonna kill this guy. Is this a freaking SMP? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm very obsessed with it at the moment. I cannot, it's not my choice. Again, the grind chooses me. I do not choose the grind. This is not, this is not voluntary. I must talk about it or else, you know? Explosion in real life. Bad. So they fucking cheated. And I wouldn't even, like I said, I wouldn't even have that much of a problem with it if they made it like more theatrical. Because lore-wise, immediately after that, not that much happened. He got like 2 photos that are supposed to be hints as to what the fuck's going on in the lore of the server and stuff. But like they weren't that pertinent or anything. Not that many people were on the server at the time. I feel like they should have made it like a way bigger deal and way more dramatic. And then I wouldn't even have minded the sheet. You know? Victor is like, since we usually put in Minecraft at the end of stuff not to anger YouTube, in my mind the streamer really died on stream. It is, yeah, in Minecraft specifically, it's a great, would it be a suffix? Yeah, it would be a suffix, prefix and suffix. It's a great suffix, because it's confusing now because the way we talk. Hi Mighty Skandar, I'm ranting about QSMP. Woo! And you've been sleeping all day. Well, good. Let's resident sleeper. I mean, your all day is a bit longer than my all day, but still, resident sleeper. That's how death in Minecraft happens, Zecke. Sometimes we don't see it coming. It still happens. Yeah, but like, you know, that's real life shit. We want storytelling shit, right? Storytelling shit can be way more dramatic. And also, without cheating, perhaps. I'm sure they could have made it with that. They should have been able to do it without cheating. There's no way that he was like actually fucking invincible with if they didn't cheat. Well, maybe. I don't know. Or they could have done, I don't know, they could have done something else. But like I said, his entire Discord is up in flames with discussion about the incident. And I'm going to show you the very, very, very dramatic art that I drew about it, because of course I did. I immediately had this idea, even though the setting was not at all that, you know. Hello, Siska. Hi, I'm gay. Welcome. I know that. Are you having a gay old time? I hope so. I'm gonna show you very dramatic art that I drew yesterday, which you've already seen if you're on Twitter, but not everybody is, so behold. And also there's blood, just telling you, but like it's not gratuitous violence or anything, there's just blood. He died! He fucking beefed it, gamers! I don't know. It's so dramatic, isn't it? It's like the most dramatic pose a person could have come up with, probably. I love the drama. Let's go Bahamas. It wasn't that dramatic in game, but that's what I kind of like about the whole Minecraft role-playing thing too, because it's like block, and then like the little block figure like lays on the ground, and it's very like it looks very silly. And then the fan artists come out like 2 hours after the fact, and they post like the Sistine Chapel, and I find that very funny. It's a funny juxtaposition, and I really enjoy it. So there we go. Noise. Cool art. Thank you. I had the lighting idea. Like, the idea for the lighting was the first thing that came to mind, and I was like, yep, we're doing that. We're doing that. That one is what we're doing now. The Swedish let AI write an article about the world's best soccer striker having a photo shoot, but the AI wrote that the guy died and published it. The AI also loves the drama. So that's cool. I have something in common. It's nice. There you go. Art. Behold, it's very Shakespearean, isn't it? It's extremely, like, that's what my friend said too. It's extremely Shakespearean and theatrical, even. Siska says I was banned from Discord and from Discord in general. And my uni is still incompetent. Oh no, unis always are though. Which Discord? All Discords? What's going on, gamer? I think I'm entering my Divine Wrath era. I like that for you. I appreciate a Divine Wrath era, whatever it may be spurred on. I like the juxtaposition too. I mean, they're both very dramatic, but this is, obviously, if you remember, this is the one I painted 2 days ago. Well, I mean, technically it's yesterday, because it was after midnight, for the most part of it. This is 2 days ago, and this is yesterday. Uh-oh, he died. I mean, happens. Revolutionaries die all the time. It's a bummer, but it's true. It's true. Anyway, look at my art. Here I'm flexing. There you go. I flex. I do appreciate good art. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Me too, me too, me too, me too. My PC was blocked from accessing Discord altogether. What the fuck? Huh? Why? How? How does that work? If you don't want to discuss on the broader public space, tell me specifically directly via a different messaging app that we have that isn't Discord. But you say this in the past tense, so I guess you're back on Discord again. That's good. Victor says perhaps the AI didn't make a mistake. Perhaps it simply made a threat. That is a scary idea. That's a scary idea. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I sold weed, I guess. No, I don't know what happened. That's really bizarre. That's very, very bizarre. Well, I'm glad you're back in it, though, now. My phone still works. Oh. Huh. But you do need your computer, especially for the Dungeons and the Dragons, no? I mean, I guess you could go into a voice call via your phone. That wouldn't be too bad. But, like, you can't send files as well. So that's weird. That's weird. That sucks. That sucks very much. Tomorrow's gonna be 20 plus and almost 30 in the afternoon. Degrees? Yeah. Our weather has gotten colder again. I think like yesterday or not that much though. Yesterday or so it was 26 degrees. Still kind of warm. Pretty warm for September. For almost October actually. Yeah, but yeah, today is also 26 degrees, but tomorrow is supposed to be colder again. But generally it's still kind of warm. It's gonna be kind of warm for the entire next week probably. You know. Say the word and I shall come to your aid. That's very, very good. Very Valorant. I like that the word Valorant exists, but is also, you know, the game. Today is really like peak scramble day because, like I said, I went to bed thinking about this Minecraft death, and that has fucked me up. Like not in an actually like I'm not like sad or anything. My brain is just not quite there right now. If I get banned, I know why. I'm already half shadow banned on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is a different beast altogether, though. But at least you would know why. That makes a whole lot more sense. But you get normally, if things work normally, you get account banned or IP banned. Maybe I don't know if that's possible for Discord, but I would assume possibly. But that would include your phone. Right? Or does your phone have a different IP address on your computer? I don't know. I'm not an IT guy. I'm not an IT person. That's sad. That's not me. Video games being named after words? Who the fuck? I know, right? That was the dumbest thought I've ever uttered. Well, maybe not the dumbest, but definitely the least coherent. And that is a challenge because I'm rarely ever coherent. Good morning, Superman guy. Hello. I am all over the place. But do you know where I will be later tonight? Talking about places where I am or am not. I will be playing Monster Prom with the gamers. Leave it a like. I should send you a link. This is like in 10 hours, so I don't know if that is possible for anybody to attend, but I'll send you a link nonetheless. Leave a like, even if you can't watch. That would be cool. This is me. Look at me. Very cool. I designed that little dress and I sent it. I was like, yeah, that's a good dress to use. I think I fuck with that. And guess who else is gonna be there? It's gonna be Siska. Are you gonna be over your phone in Discord? I suppose yes. It's with Nomia. It's on Nomia's channel. It'll be great fun. We'll play Monster Prom. We've done this before. I will be tired, but hopefully not too much. So that's nice. That's nice. But it gives a different vibe to me. What's the vibe? What's the vibe, gamer? I don't know. I procrastinated coming up with a design for a bit, and then I did come up with a design later. Yes, mine. Would love to watch, but sadly, touching grass at 11 p.m. Be careful out there. Touch grass with caution. But yeah, I understand. 11 p.m. At least my local time, it's 11 p.m. Kind of hard to make, you know? No, me as in Australia, it's tough to schedule things like that. But I wanted to let you know. Nonetheless, of course. Victor says we're having the highest temperatures we've ever had around here. It's almost like if you burn down the forests and take down all the trees, nature takes its deserved revenge on humans. It's odd, right? That's an odd development. I don't think anybody could have ever seen that coming. I don't think that was ever in the conversation. So this is very shocking for all of us, yes. It gives maid vibes more than fancy. Don't misunderstand. Still fancy, but like maid fancy. It has... I just love this fucking blouse. It's the blouse. It's the ruffles on the blouse. I have a blouse with like ruffles like that. So I try to figure out kind of a style that's both... something that I might actually have. I don't have like this dress exactly. There's like straps going on. I didn't know. I didn't really know. But I fuck with it. That's the major important part is that I fuck with it, because like elegant is not really something I really fuck with, indeed. Why is that my main vocabulary right now? It happens. Sometimes your vocabulary evolves in a way that you do not really want. But then you just have to live with it, I guess. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry. We have a couple of things to talk about, and we're gonna talk about a couple of things. As for instance, also the last generation, which we wanted to talk about on Tuesday, but ran out of time because Nosage decided to chew my ear off. I say that as though he barged into my home and forced me to watch his videos. That is not true. It was my choice, but you know, we make choices sometimes. Oh my god, you changed your profile picture! Yeah, I got this blouse, a woman's blouse, and this pearl necklace. I got that look that says, I can keep you in a situationship for 18 months. What is that a quote from? You put this in quotation marks. What is this quote from? What is this a reference to? I want to get the reference. I want to know. Also, so much smog. It's Silent Hill levels of smog here. Jesus. That's not great. That is not great at all. My thoughts are with you, gamer. Do you know who else is in Brazil right now? A lot of the Minecraft VTubers, a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers and or Twitch streamers that are on the QSMP, they're like meeting up in Brazil, and it's very cute. Only Bagheera from the French people is there, but like that's fine. You know, it's a long travel to come from France to Brazil, right? Yeah. This is a TikTok that you sent me. Oh shit. I forget, alright. My brain's a sieve. A real sieve. Vocabulary is more like Digimon than Pokemon when it comes to evolution. Oh, can you not choose whether or not your Digimons digivolve? I didn't know that. Situationship is, I actually don't know directly, but like, it's like a relationship but different, you know? But less official, maybe? I think that's what the definition would be, or sort of kind of like that. So we're going to talk about Germany. You good? No. The answer is always no. Germany is very far from good. I saw a tweet that was troubling. I'm going to show you a troubling tweet. And then we're going to talk about the last generation thing and climate protest, very apt, as we've been talking about the climate being a little bit fucky. Then I have a funny wash clip that I was sent. So, I mean, who am I to refuse a funny wash clip? Right? I think we should just accept that. AI is gonna be a big talking point, though. Why in Brazil, though? Because Selbit's in Brazil, and other people. You know, a bunch of people. The most popular streamers over there hang out in Brazil. And they went to, well, okay, I don't know if Selbit went anywhere, but some of them, I know Forever went to France, like last year or something. So now they're going to Forever. So we're talking about AI, mainly Kwebblekob, whose name is spelled like this. How did I spell it? Who's to say? It's a mystery. We will never know. That's all right. Kwebblekob and his weird AI. I want to extrapolate from that specific topic to the broader topic of entertainment and AI and stuff. You know, of course, we will get to that when we get to it. I was also sent this video, so I'll look at what that is. And there is a tweet regarding AI art that is also kind of pertinent. And then we have the Tesla thing. It's not super a lot, like I said, because it was EP, but we'll see. You've been using AI a lot. Well, in the way you think, but also in other ways. Elaborate? I mean, to talk to have like fun, to do like chatting with for funnies, is the way that I think. But also in other ways. Okay, all right. I mean, to talk to and to have the funnies with, I feel like that's the best use of AI because it's pretty ethical. Because it doesn't like, it's not like that's taking away the job of anything. The AI guy, yes, it's the AI guy. Very AI, not the best like word to say. Not that fun. You know, do I know? Germany. Let's get into Germany. Oh wait, I'm already there, but at least I'm not right there because on Twitter people post things fucking with Kanye West in the background too. This is where is this? Dortmund. This is in Dortmund, and this is an office of the Green Party, right? Bündnis 90 Die Grünen. This is an office of their party. And some dude, I mean, there is his username. I'm not gonna shout it out verbally, but it is there. One guy uploads to his Instagram story a picture of him aiming a gun at the office of the Green Party. Normal behavior, totally not like fucking inland terrorist behavior. Totally normal behavior that people do. That is absolutely not unhinged or anything like that. With Good Morning by Kanye West in the background. That's important. That is a concerning picture. Yeah, I know, right? I did good advertisement for my intentions. So the person, the account writes, a young activist informed me about this discovery. The perpetrator is showing himself in public in Dortmund with a gun. That would be the translation, I suppose. And is threatening members of the Green Party, or the entire Green Party, I suppose, as well. I will soon, release a warning. But still, I need help to identify this Nazi. Yes. Wait, you get to have guns like that in Germany? There is guns in Germany. They exist. Now, I'm not a gun expert. I see this. This tells me nothing. This could be. I mean, yeah, it looks like a fire weapon. That is one thing that it tells me. Do I know any details about this? Looks like a handgun. Okay, but I don't know. Is this a real gun? I wouldn't be able to tell, right? Is it an airsoft? I wouldn't be able to tell. It could be. I don't know that. I cannot tell that from this image or any image, frankly, any image. So, I don't know, that sort of shit. But yeah, you can get guns. I mean, illegally, for one, you can definitely find an access to guns. I hope it's a BB gun, right? It could be a BB gun. But still, like, this is very much more about the message and the general sentiment than the actual threat with a gun. It's like, okay, yes, this party is in focus with a fucking thing that looks like a gun pointed at it. Thank you, StreamElements bot. Are you okay? Is StreamElements bot, like, dying? I don't know. I am unsure. And this other person retweets this with, the hatred for the Green Party is literally limitless. How would you translate Hetzkampagne? Witch hunt? Smear campaign. Yeah. The smear campaigns have real world consequences. Yes, because this is obviously a logical conclusion to draw from the type of smear campaigns, that's a good word for it, that the AfD are constantly putting out against the Green Party. The Green Party has been made enemy number one, basically, in the country. Even though they're not even that controversial. They really aren't. That's like the funny thing, the tragic thing. I don't know. I have to pick. Also, hi Isabel, by the way. Hello. You made more characters. Let's go. More characters. That's the absurd thing, maybe? I'm not sure. They're not even that. I feel like they're not even that radical. You know, for my personal likings, they could be way more radical, which they are not. But somehow they've still become enemy number one, and I mean that's how it happens, I suppose. CDU, CSU as well. Yeah, it's not just the AfD; it's also CDU, CSU, who are more and more every day. They're buddying up with their friends over in the AfD, and that is not a good sign. Warren says that reminds me of one time in my native country, a mid-ranking police officer got 2 guns from the armory and posed with the guns in a cross and posted the photos online. Jesus, of course, just like flexing with your guns. Victor also rightly says, even if it's not a real gun, if you pointed a fake gun towards a politician, you'd probably be tackled. Very true. And these are politicians, yes. But the message that it sends is absolutely clear. Did I hear Matz's comment about the refugees? Yeah, kind of. I saw like the headlines and stuff, but I didn't see any this morning specifically when I tried to pick out stuff when I had overslept. So I don't have that like in the lineup. But yes, I heard. StreamElements bot, are you fucking good, my bro? Can you stop dying all the time? But yes, Merz is now going hard. What I have seen is he's going more hardline on immigrants and saying that, yeah, there's no wonder that people are turning right wing because there's so many gosh darn immigrants in our country, something like that, right? Refugees specifically, and that is simply not true, right? That was like the TLDR. Am I right about that TLDR? Anyway, that was the concerning tweet that I saw, and if I see a concerning tweet, you have to see a concerning tweet. This is how it works. Victor's gotta go now. Have fun and have a good and stay away from crazy gun people. I will try my best. I'm not in Dortmund though, so that's good already. They always blame the immigrants, the refugees. That's a very easy scapegoat to go to, so it's nothing new. Isabel says this new character I made is a tragic one. His name is Brett, a gas mask wearing serial dweller loner who lost his wife and child but teams up with Simon to protect his group. All right, a little bit of a loner guy. I see a lone wolf situation. We have the topic from the last stream still to get through, which is actually an article, which is kind of nice to get into. You can see on the image the Last Generation, which is a climate activist group here in Germany, has sprayed the Brandenburger Tor with colors. Oh no. He said refugees are getting dentist treatment while Germans can't get an appointment. Oh my god, that's like way worse. That's even worse than the TLDR that I had in mind. It's just completely factually wrong too. Like, Jesus, man, get a grip. Get a fucking grip. He feeds into this fear and panders to the people to like, he panders to AfD talking points without really understanding the crux, I feel like, of how to garner the support that the AfD has been garnering. And also, in addition, the AfD said it first, the AfD said it louder, etc., etc. So when he parrots these points, people are just gonna be pointed to the AfD once again. I have a friend who worked as a doctor for refugee centers, and it's just an outright lie. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it to be anything else, truly. Like, for real. Like, yes, I understand that it's hard to get an appointment for doctors. That's a different issue altogether. But like I said, that's a different issue altogether. Yeah, exactly. Like that guy blames immigrants instead of the fucking system. Once again, yes, it is a problem with in Britain too, with the NHS and everything. You can't get your fucking appointments, public healthcare and shit like that. Very tricky, but that is not the fault of immigrants or refugees. Like, get a grip. Those people are always lying. The ones who make such claims. Yeah, not his friend, of course. So, to circle back to our climate activists for now, though, we have a little article that was from the 28th. Oh, it was updated on the 28th. That's yesterday. All right. Cleaning the Brandenburg Gate is so expensive, and it is so expensive and time-consuming. That's a funny translation of the headline. This is how expensive cleaning the Brandenburg Gate is going to be, basically. So, as you can see, they gave me an ad. They gave me a fucking ad, dude. I don't want to play the music for you, but there you go. Managed to mute the music. Thanks. I don't even know what this is. Is this AC? Also, the constant switching between advertising and Werbung. Very fun. So I wanted to see the pictures of it.
Am Sonntag.
You can see they sprayed it with orange paint. a darker orange and a lighter orange. And again, this was done as a move in order to protest climate
Vormittag haben Aktivisten der letzten Generation eine Farbattacke auf
and it's still not totally washed off, at least as far as I've seen. Maybe that's in the update. Actually, we can scroll through in the update. I just want to see how it looked like. Basically, there you go. It looked like that. I'm always in two camps a little bit with stunts, I guess, that people pull. This type of stunt I like a lot more than sitting down in the street. I think that's better because it's more public and more vocal. Like more, everybody was talking about this when it actually took place, which is exactly what we want, obviously. But also, it's hard to not be a little bit doomerist about it, since you keep seeing stuff like this in the news. Same with the soup can on the Van Gogh or whatever it was. See, I already kind of forget. Like, you see it in the news, but nothing changes. Nothing ever changes because, honestly, like, how are we gonna bring about change if not by dismantling the system that supports the fucking corporations exploiting the entire world for their own gain? Anyway, it's a little bit of a doomerist perspective, but I don't really know how to view this in a much more positive light. Yes, people are talking about them, but they're just being arrested. I feel like they're not being. I feel like these movements, I understand and support these movements, right? Like, I'm trying to work through my thoughts here with you. I understand, I support, God, StreamElements bot, get a fucking grip, gamer. I understand and support, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. Put color on the gate. I don't care. Absolutely do that. I would never condemn something like that, but it would just be nice if people actually listened, you know? That sort of thing. Yes. I care about the Kardashians. Give me back my banger tunes. Me on Spotify without premium. Oh, without premium is hard. I hope the lawsuit by those Portuguese youths can help accomplish something. Yeah, I feel like lawsuits might be a way forward instead, because the people know. Like, it's hard to ignore that climate change is happening, honestly. You have to be willfully obtuse in order to still ignore that climate change is happening. 2 people are not happy about it. You know, both of these facts are very, very public information, very public knowledge. I'm pretty sure, like, awareness is there. People just choose to ignore it. And I guess they're going to continue to choose to ignore it, even when big stunts like this are being pulled. Maybe if it continues and it's, like, for a long enough time, continuous pressure, perhaps something will change, but I don't know. Hello, the real SMG Josie. Hello, how are you? You're the real one? That's good to know. I'm also the real one, personally. Power comes from the barrel of a gun. A certain Chinese guy. Barrel of a gun. Yes, of course. Wouldn't you say that people that don't want to listen will listen even less because of such actions? No, I don't think. That's also something I wonder about. I'm not 100% sure on this, right? I'm not in their heads. I don't really know. I feel like the thing is, I don't think you can reach them with empathy. I think that ship has long sailed. Like, you couldn't, I don't think you could sit any of them down and be like, hey, this is what's happening. This is really bad. A lot of people are dying every day because of the consequences of your actions. How about you do something about that? I feel like that has no way of reaching them anymore. They're, like, too far into the profit hole to care about any of that, because otherwise they would have cared much longer ago. I'm pretty sure they would just turn a blind eye once again and pretend they do not know anything about it. So I feel like aggressive pressure is probably the only way to go, because the empathetic angle is not gonna do anything. Rule 0, without power you can affect nothing. Also true. They won't listen to climate change protesters because they have all the power. That too, like, they wouldn't listen unless it inconveniences them enough. Now, I feel like this is not really enough of an inconvenience to people. You know what I mean? You know what you're picking up what I'm putting down, sort of, kind of. I don't even fucking know what I'm putting down at this moment yet. Because as long as it doesn't hurt them, I don't think they're gonna care. And that's sad. That sucks. You'd wish it would be different, but I feel like it simply isn't different. Yeah, the only way I'd see it working is if they ruin, rich people's lives daily, like mess with them on the streets and that sort of stuff, or, you know, something along that line. You know, we don't have to get into the details of that on stream right now, but yes, that's basically the crux of it, right? Hold the motherfuckers accountable. They have names and addresses. They do have names and addresses. That is a fact. That's a fact. Fun fact. Every minute, 106 people die. I would have thought it would have been more. I don't know. There's a lot of people on the planet. Like I said before, the cheapest way is giving everyone a long stick during protests and get everyone to stand in formation. There we go. We got a phalanx or however. Phalanx? That's what it's called. That's what we gotta do. Hi, Joestar. RIP. You should post that every minute. Please don't, actually. So the last generation, what's happened here is sprayed paint on the Brandenburg Gate. Cleaning it is very time-consuming and expensive and will take longer than expected. Yeah, they weren't doing a good job on getting the fucking paint off of there. It won't be clear until Wednesday or Thursday how long the cleaning of the Brandenburg Gate will take and how expensive it will be. This was announced by a spokeswoman for the Berlin Real Estate Management, BIM. BIM is a fun abbreviation, reports the German press agency. And I feel like some people have been trying to make the claim, oh, this cost money, and thank you, Tenchi. They needed water to clean it. That is counter your movement. It's a tiny fraction. It's a tiny fraction of money and water being used on the cleaning of this gate, as opposed to the stuff that gets wasted every day and burns down our planet. StreamElements bot. What is wrong with you? Jesus. And I've been contesting. The color penetrated the sandstone. Apparently, the Brandenburg Gate was actually supposed to be free of paint by the time of the Berlin Marathon, but that turned out to be utopian. With hot water and high pressure, only 80%, that's a lot more than 8, of the paint could be removed, which, according to the last generation, was considered water soluble. Well, I mean, if it seeps into the stone, that's how that happens. But who pays for the cleaning? I mean, government, right? The original budget of 35,000 euros for cleaning could not be met. It is expected that it will be more expensive overall, said the spokeswoman. I mean, I think they're talking about fines for climate activists and climate protesters as well, which is scary in its own right. The pillars of the Brandenburg Gate, which were sprayed above 2 meters, were particularly difficult to clean. Here the color has penetrated deeper into the pores of the sandstone. That's how sandstone works. So yeah, in the end it's always taxpayers, of course. One lawsuit is just the cost of doing business. Multiple lawsuits are a dent in the wall. They might be. But they should use the salaries of politicians. The exact same politicians that fucking are the cause of these protests taking place to begin with, because of the types of laws they do or do not pass. I agree. That would be a good idea. See, this headline says that the climate activists should pay for the cleaning. The insurance from Berliner, the BIM, paid in advance for the cleaning, but we are striving for the polluters to take over, to pick up the rest of the bill, I suppose, said the BIM spokeswoman from the Berliner Morgenpost. Like, yeah, on a law level, I see where you're coming from with that, but you know. The state company has filed a criminal complaint against the activists. Yeah, they wanted to fine people. But people have a right to protest. Of course, this is property damage, whatever. So, makes sense that they're going for that angle. I'm not surprised about that. Finance senators Stefan Evers, CDU, has also asked the activists of the last generation to pay. Asked, I like that. Just like, hey, could you please? No, we will pursue all civil legal avenues to get this sum back. Obviously, that's what they go for. Yeah, but the poor politicians and their lobby money, they need it all. They cannot possibly spare a little bit to clean their monuments. That's not particularly clean. What's happening here? Nope, you can still see the remnants. Personally, I don't think it's a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look at all. We should just keep it. It's almost Germany colors. If you squint close enough, you could see the German flag in there. I don't know. Just keep it. It's my great advice for you. politicians be like, contribute to your causes, but they themselves be giving 1% of their own money, if at all. Just a tiny bit, you know, just a tiny bit, a little sprinkle. Kai Wegner has a clear stance. Berlin Mayor Kai Wegner also sharply criticized the actions of the last generation climate activists. The measure is now full. Das Maß ist voll. I know exactly, that's a saying. It's like, ooh, this has reached its limit. We cannot keep negotiating with darn terrorists. If you think this is bad, I don't know. I feel like you could do much more. I feel like you could do much more. You just gotta squint or unfocus your eyes, like with those animal pictures. Exactly. Vigilante justice is not the right answer. Yeah, but like, what is though? Peaceful protest is being ignored. If they sit down on the street, they are being assaulted by drivers all the time. Like, what is the answer then? Just sitting down and taking it and not doing anything, not changing anything? Because guess what? No change comes about, even with more severe measures, which once again, I feel like it's pained, you know, could have been much more severe than that. Wegner made clear as he hear why the violence against climate activists is increasing. Well, because people made them another enemy figure, basically, right? I'm sure the AfD talks about them too. I wouldn't be surprised. Those darn last generation climate activists, and I mean the way that the press talks about them is good enough, or rather bad enough. We've looked at that before too. It's always, oh, the crazy climate activists. They're so out of their minds for caring about the fact that humanity might go extinct. Whoa, they are so insane. What are they thinking? Yeah, that sort of energy is being brought to the table. So who's really surprised? What tweet did I link here? I linked this like on Tuesday. Oh yeah, this was a funny one. This person writes, "Oh yeah, that's an honorable usage for our memorial whatever thing. I couldn't think of a better way to use it right now." And somebody adds the police in Munich in Bavaria. Hey, there's a case for you. Can you please investigate the position here? And the police from Munich responds, the Brandenburg Gate is actually in Berlin and not in Munich. Amazing miscommunication. Absolute great knowledge of geography. W's all around. Good job, random Twitter user who tried to report this issue to the absolutely wrong police department. Good job, you did it. Yeah. Jesus was once asked by his disciples who gave more between a poor woman who donated her last 2 coins while a rich person gave bags of coins. Jesus said the poor woman gave more. It's true, it's a percentage game. Good, well said, Jesus of Nazareth. Well said. It's like, obviously, the rich should be giving more because they have more. It sounds logical, but somehow, people still don't seem to get it. StreamElements bot. What is up with him today? Legitimately, what is up with him today? I'm kind of mad at the activists though. Like, why didn't they paint more of it? Like, go all in. I mean, they do have to be quick and have to reach it somehow. Imagine they just fly. Okay, that would be kind of counter their whole claims and stuff, but imagine they just fly in with like a plane and dump the paint on it from above. That would be fun. But then also you could mainly see it from above, so maybe not that effective after all. You know. Brandenburger Gate, more like Pinkburger Gate. Yes. There is no ice. Ice is just a myth, Mr. Krabs blocking the freezer. Truly. It's real. It painted like an anime episode. Yeah, right? Wingsuit in! Oh, that's good. You jump out of the plane and then spray it as you go down for full coverage. That is a good idea. We should talk to them. We should talk to the last generation and pitch them some of our cool ideas. Yeah, flying with a plane might not really be their agenda and all, but you know, you can make an exception every now and then, I think. At least with the graffiti, the game will be better looking, maybe. Right? Like I said, I kinda fuck with the colors. They're very non-obtrusive. It's not that much of an issue, honestly. But whatever. Just use drones and paint bombs. You could actually do that, couldn't you? You could actually do that. If we're gonna Far Cry 4 it, let's go. Let's go. Far Cry 4 version. I want to watch a funny Vosh clip that somebody sent me because somebody sent me it, and that is enough reason for that. Sometimes I just...
Vosh, your dad bullied a fan. Oh no. What? There'll never be a true Nazi like Vosh. You are not intelligent. You don't know what words mean.
Yes, I've seen this.
I know better than anyone.
I've seen this.
And then this is a clip. I recognize it. Of me saying, maybe the Nazis had a point. And then my dad cut off here. Here's where I agree with Nazis. Then Noel posted, like father, like son. My dad said, this is what makes you a liar. You omitted half of my quote. I said, here's where I agree with Nazis. Germans make good beer. And then...
I love that. Two things. I love that Vosh's dad... It's not done yet. I love that Vosh's dad is on Twitter. Absolutely amazing, great, never done before. Everybody's like, every content creator's dad should be on Twitter. Like, you know it. They should be. It's funny. It's good content. 2, he's not only on Twitter, he's also actively talking to fans. Amazing. 3, he's taking the memes seriously. He doesn't understand that this is the weird-ass fucking humor of the Vosh fan base. And honestly... that's pretty understandable, okay? It's kind of weird, all right? It's kind of weird. You never know who's a Vosh fan, who's a Voshite, whatever, and who's an actual person who hates them because they speak the exact same way. It is 100% the same way. You just need to know, because otherwise you don't know, because there's no way you can discern it. Truly. Maybe one day my mom will be in chat again. It's happened once, but usually it can't happen because she's at work. Then that would be, what are you doing? Watching his recent phone stream looks like a young Harry Dubois. It truly does. I saw a clip from the phone stream. Looked very nice. Looked very good. Mark K fucking based as always. So based.
White Nervosa
he goes on.
Is trying to explain to my dad how modern 21st century jokes work. He says, No is a long-standing Voshite memer. They have been making ironic VDS clips for years. I don't think she intended any harm. My dad said so. I've learned. I'm sorry, Mr. Koczynski. I meant no harm.
You gotta apologize.
Nothing to forgive. Sometimes I misinterpret my own son's post.
Imagine that.
Being able to learn from mistakes is our strength.
Aww.
I try to do so. Oh my God.
That's so cute, though. That is absolutely adorable. Mark is very based. He is. He like argues with people on Twitter. It's great. I wouldn't want that for my family, but you know, great, good for him. That is adorable. But like I said, I understand where he's coming from. It's really hard to tell who is a fan and who's a hater in this community sometimes, you know? You do not know. I get like the same comments, right? When I do post Vosh fan art, I see the comments. I'm like, okay, I see this. I'm observing this. Are you a fan? Or are you a hater? A hater, I hate the word. But like, it doesn't really matter for me. You know, I like the comments that I think are cool. Hi, Tech, I'm procrastinating on my thesis. Let's go. That's the best. You've come to the right place. I too am very procrastinating and very, very all over the place. We are not... Today is not getting down to business day. Today is trying to make sense of my own thoughts type of day, you know? Marcus Verwash got his debate spirit from. Truly, it's literally in his blood. No, that's actually a fact. Actually a fact. Because you can see it. Debating with... He debates religion a lot on Twitter, I remember. I remember seeing a lot of that. I don't even know. I don't know if I follow him or not on Twitter, but, you know... I haven't seen a lot of his tweets, so probably not. But then again, my Twitter is... Well, I say my Twitter is pretty packed, but then I see the amount of people that other people follow, and I come to the conclusion that it is in fact not. I don't follow that many people because I actually like to be able to keep up with the people that I follow. So I'm a little bit more conservative with giving out follows. Also, you know, I just don't see that many accounts that I want to follow all the time. Hi, John. Hello. I spent most of stream thinking and talking about my French streamer guys who die in Minecraft, and like literally, that's not the weird talking around death thing, that's literally dying in Minecraft. Zecke confirmed conservative. No! My career, it's over. We want to talk about AI next. And actually, I don't really want to do, no, I do want to do that. I do want to talk about AI. So Kwebblekob, I'm trying to see how far back I want to go to give you context for what I'm going to be showing you. Clipped and shipped, it happens. Sometimes you get clipped and shipped. Fucking AI, mate, right? Fucking AI, our favorite topic of conversation. Before we get into the Kwebblekob thing, my friend, another friend, and they talked to their mother recently about, I think it was in relation to the writer's strike being successful and them getting like this one clause through, probably, that there won't be any, that there's gonna be laws against using AI in entertainment and that sort of stuff. And this friend of mine is also into arts. All of my friends are, I think, without exception, into the arts as well, and is seeking a profession in the arts in one way or another. So that is a bit of context that I want to give you to this anecdote, because they told their mother this, and their mom goes around to turn this like, oh hey, this good thing happened today message into a debate, basically, like arguing that AI will inevitably usurp all art and that sort of thing, and be like the main form of content creation, something like that. I only got the TLDR. Like, I don't know. I wasn't in the room when the conversation took place. The conversation took place via text, I'm pretty sure. So either way, I didn't see all that, but that's the TLDR of it. And it's like, cool. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for being so positive. It's great. It's a great position to hold. Very, very nice. It's giving tech bro mom. It is giving tech bro mom. Like, I don't think the mother, I don't think the mother sees it in a positive way necessarily, but more so like just in an inevitable way. But I don't even see it like that. But Jesus Christ, who's your friend's mom, Elon Musk? No, but she does like cars a lot. So maybe. Yeah, it's not even artificial intelligence yet. It's machine learning algorithm. Yeah, it's not intelligent. It's artificial. It is artificial though. Yeah, it's just like pulling info and smashing it together again. That is not how intelligence works quite yet. But yeah, that was a little anecdote that I had to think of when we were talking about AI again. Sometimes anytime someone calls it AI, I fucking seethe. Well, but it is, it is what everybody calls it. So you must seethe a lot. Poor you. You must seethe a whole lot, since that's like the popular term. But I understand why. It's technically not quite correct. So Kwebblekob is a YouTuber I've learned somewhat recently. I didn't know him before that. He used to make Let's Play videos mainly, that sort of channel. One of those like older YouTubers who's always done Let's Play videos and never really changed that too much as far as I know. From the videos I've watched on him, that's what I've heard. And he has been, for a while now, developing an AI of himself to take over his channel's content production completely. Very normal things to do. Very, very good, being on the front lines of taking your own job, basically, right? Of course. I've never heard of him before this week. I heard about this when it first was being talked about it, but also I've only heard about him in the AI context. Like, I have not heard about him before that. So, he made an AI of himself. And then earlier this week, he posted a video called The End of Kwebblekob AI. By the way, that's the guy. The End of Kwebblekob AI, which is, spoiler alert, a clickbait video. It's not the end. It's not the end at all. A lot of people were celebrating this, apparently, before figuring out that this was, in fact, complete clickbait, as in the actual message being conveyed in the video is the opposite of what is being conveyed in the title. They were like, hell yeah, he's retiring that creepy fucking AI. No, he's not. He's just upgrading it, yes. Speaking of the writer's strike, I've seen some insane takes on it, since it is now affecting the video game industry. I bet that is happening. I like his hair too, like that's slay, but I don't like his AI very much at all. We're gonna watch this video. It's only 3 minutes long after all, so we can watch that video for sure. And then maybe I guess we'll put a fucking ref video on the docket for later as well. Perhaps. I bet, to circle back to what Joestar said, now that video games might be affected, gamers are the worst demographic, as we know. Capital G gamers. Yeah, not the type of demographic you want in that argument when it's about their video games. Jesse Cox has a base take on the strike, though. Slay.
11 years ago, I started my YouTube journey. My one and only goal was to entertain as many people as possible, to share my joy with the.
Should I give you the little spoiler for what this video is all about? Because I certainly could. Do you notice anything about this video? Maybe that his lips don't really sync up with his speech.
World and to form new friendships.
Does this seem a little bit uncanny and weird to you?
I had a lot of fun, from playing with my best friends to meeting completely new strangers and having a
So he's talking about his YouTube journey and everything, which, you know.
blast. And all of this while playing video games every single day. This was an absolute dream of mine. I would have never imagined anything better than this, and I wouldn't trade this in for anything in the world. But
Also notice how the dialogue is a little bland and basic. Is it loud enough, by the way? I feel like it might be a little bit too quiet.
even a dream job can't stop me from growing up and growing older. And this made me realize this is not something I'll be able to do for the rest of my life. There will always be a point where I'll end up quitting.
Also, the inflection of the voice. The inflection of the voice is so, like, random. I don't know, that's something that I notice more so than, like, general sound, I guess. Inflection is a more important part. It sounds so random and flat and generic.
Might be now, that might be 10 years from now, that might be 50 years from now. So I decided to clone myself. I decided to...
This is what the Kwebblekob AI used to look like, by the way. I have a little video of that too, so we can check that out, what that was what that was being used for. Are we sure this ain't the AI doing the video? Well, Warren! You might be onto something there.
To make a virtual version of Kwebblekob. However, I made a mistake. I thought that Kwebblekob AI would be accepted and embraced. I thought people would love
Why? Why did you think that?
Kwebblekob AI as much as I do, both for its exciting technology and its unbound
Now, of course, some people might just talk like that, but...
creative potential.
So we're doing Zecke's House of Horrors? Yes, we're doing that.
A lot of you did. A lot of you loved it because you understood the vision and you saw where this could potentially go. But there was also a counter movement.
Yeah, it's extremely static, very flat, very random.
People who disliked everything AI stands for. And
yes, that's me. I'm part of that.
who really honed in on the quality of the AI, who took every chance to criticize and judge my creativity, my team's hard work, and our storytelling.
Your creativity specifically. Wait, look, there's a little anime guy on screen. The creativity sure is the crux of it all, but I want to, like, reserve my conclusion for once the video is actually done, since, again, it's only 3 minutes long. We should be able to do this, but, you know.
People who thought I was personally contributing to the end of content creation merely by working on this project. One of the arguments I kept hearing over and over was that they wanted to see me, the real me. But I kept...
That fucking, his stare is very eerie in this context. Yeah, people want to see real creatives speak their real, like, creative voice. That's weird, isn't it? That's
this
odd.
is the real me. This is my...
Like, this is what he used to look like, apparently, when he was making videos.
By me. This is the story I want to share with the world. The story of Kwebblekob AI. But like I said,
the story of... It's so fucking... It's like infuriatingly cheesy in a horrifying way. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this indeed?
I made a mistake.
You're very right,
I decided to share
Shay.
Kwebblekob AI with the world when he wasn't 100% ready. He hadn't fully matured yet.
Don't talk about him like he's your fucking child.
So let me just say, everyone has ever said about Kwebblekob AI has been heard. Every bit of criticism, every argument.
Actually, I don't think it's been heard. I feel like, yeah, maybe it's been heard, but I don't think it's been listened to. I think the crux of the criticism was not, hey, make it better. Make it so that it looks more like a real person. Script also written by ChatGPT, 100%. You can, like, it's absolutely soulless.
For,
obviously.
and especially every argument against, every comment, every email, every tweet. That's why we decided to train a brand new Kwebblekob 2.0 model with every bit of feedback we've received. And the results, they're astonishing. Every second you've been watching of this video so far has been completely AI generated. The Kwebblekob
Yeah, We noticed this a little bit.
Seeing on the screen right now is not really me. I hope this video provides a better glimpse into the vision that we have for Kwebblekob AI and a future in which influencers can use AI to enhance their storytelling.
That is just not that is just not what that would be. To enhance their storytelling implies that they're still doing storytelling. But if you tell an AI like chatbot, ChatGPT, whatever, hey, make a video about this and that isn't really storytelling anymore. At least not yours. That's a computer's storytelling then. Speaking of ChatGPT, apparently now the paid version would access the internet. Yeah, more newer internet, I've heard. They said that they removed the barrier from, it was only up to 2021, which is pretty recent. So I wonder if that's very different or not.
Lower the barriers of entry and share themselves with the world.
Also, lower the barriers. I'm copying this from Moist Critical's talking point, but it is bullshit. You do need to call it out. Lower the barrier of entry is absolutely fake news. You know that AI like this is harder to come by, harder to run than opening an app like the camera app on your fucking phone and just recording a video. The barrier to entry to content creation is extremely low. It is actually on the ground. Everybody has a phone nowadays. Most people have a phone, of course, not everyone, you know, but you can open your camera app on your phone and you can speak into your camera on your phone and you can upload the video to YouTube on your phone. I don't think the AI can be run as easily on the phone. I'm just gonna put this out there. Also, I wonder, this technology, you said you've been developing it for like a year, longer than a year now. You have a team developing this technology. That doesn't really sound like low barrier to like entry, but sure, whatever you said.
Regardless of any disability they may have. So please consider subscribing and enjoy the story the real Kwebblekob wants to tell. The story of Kwebblekob AI. Thank you.
That's how he emotes when he actually emotes. Also, the whole this part of the video was so low res. Why did they make it so low res? Like, you have a much better camera. You can see when he, God, I don't want this. Stop being full screen, thank you. When he closes the thing, that he has a better camera than that, and it looks much better. Anyway, opening the barrier of entry, but for making cheap money, for making the cheapest of money, where you have no time investment, that I suppose is something that goes away. It feels literally nothing. It thinks nothing. It just says PR answers from random data without any real autonomy or individualism. It's very much like a very weird, like, simulacra mimicry type shit, not an authentic expression at all. I agree. The whole, there's a hole in my soul, yes. No, gamers. See, like, obviously, this is not autistic in any way whatsoever. This is this is counter to content production in my brain. But something I wanted to kind of go into while talking about this is, for certain types of channels, honestly, the person being replaced with an AI wouldn't even be that different. Like, I am not mourning the loss of original Kwebblekob content. I have not watched original Kwebblekob content either, but from the looks of it, you know, if he's doing this, I can only imagine how bland his actual personality is, right? Like, the AI doesn't seem to have any personality of its own. It's supposed to be trained after him, whatever. There's a lot of channels right now that are run by real people who also write the scripts themselves still, that are incredibly, like, that are designed to be as non-controversial as possible. There's a shit ton of them. I mean, fucking Sniper Wolf makes videos. Sniper Wolf has made videos for a very long time, and she's extremely bland. Honestly, I don't think I would notice if Sniper Wolf had been replaced by an AI 2 years ago. Not that I watch her a lot, so that's another reason why I wouldn't notice. Obviously, I don't see the content, but if I did, you wouldn't really notice that much of a difference. I'm saying for these specific type of VTubers, they're not VTubers, well, they're becoming VTubers, kind of. For these specific kind of YouTubers, and this, I don't know if this is like a controversial statement or something, I feel like it's not that much of a loss, is what I'm saying. The type of content that they used to make was already soulless in the way that it just appealed to feed the algorithm, and they never prioritized their own artistic creative vision because they didn't really have one to begin with. So I think the types of At least the way that it's looking right now. That's my prediction, I suppose. The types of content that might be taken over by AI weren't really the types of content that I'm talking about us, chat, would be watching to begin with. Like, there will be more channels like that popping up, and they will be generating revenue, as have been channels like Sniper Wolf and others that do the same thing that she does. Like, they have already existed, being cheap cash grabs that don't contribute anything meaningful or valuable to the internet or to art or to culture or to anything at all, or even to entertainment. Like, not even they're barely even entertaining enough. So honestly, I think that this sort of development is not as big of a horrible thing. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't affect the type of content that had soul to begin with, kind of. You know, you're picking up what I'm putting down? That was what was going through my head a little bit. It's very Black Mirror, though. It's very Black Mirror. It's extremely Black Mirror. Yeah, it's very pointless. It's extremely pointless. But like I said, it's not... It's a similar pointlessness. It's just quicker. The only thing that changes is that it's quicker, because people have been making very pointless, very vapid content before that already. So, you know... Cisco says, you know, I thought Sniper Wolf might have been an AI, right? Possible. This could replace XQC. You wouldn't notice much of a difference. So what, right? How would you respond to him saying he does have a creative vision? I would say that I don't see it. I would like for him to explain it by not using, like, bland buzzwords, because he does say it, right? He says this is his creative vision. His creative vision is AI. Well, elaborate on that, okay? Could you elaborate on that? Could you go a little bit deeper on that? Because I'm not really seeing what you're trying to be putting down there. Like, I could see somebody, you know, for a creative vision, I could see somebody making the argument, I'm gonna use AI in order to represent this, that, the other, you know? Like, okay, I can do more specific examples as well, because that was a nothing example, I realize. You could say, I'm using AI in this project in order to represent the nature of communication between humans and how we interact with one another, something like that. You could use that to comment on something like that, but I don't think it goes that deep for him. And that's fine also. Like, not all content needs to go that deep, but I wasn't watching it to begin with. I like content that is a little bit more interesting for the most part. Sometimes I watch, like, slop as well, you know, just digest some slop. That's fine too. That's not the main form of content that I seek out to begin with. You know what I mean? I love just adding "you know what I mean" at the end of my sentence. Oh yeah, isn't AI generated realistic looking creator a VTuber? Maybe. The press Nusagi is right after all. Maybe he is. It dulls the senses, dehumanizes us, stops us from thinking. It's all a distraction. I mean, like, it's very it could be seen as distracting, I suppose. I don't feel like this is, like, I don't think this is serving any bigger plot than just making money. I think that's all that the plot is. The plot stops and starts at, hey, we're gonna make a lot of money with that. And, you know, that's sad, but it's always been that way, you know? Having an AI replace XQC might actually improve the content. Who's to say? No, I feel like AI cannot stand to improve content. Not even XQCs, to be honest. But it would deter creators if the market floods with AI. I think that's a good question to keep in mind. I agree with that as well. The market is already flooded, like, with content creators in general. There's a lot of them out there. It's an oversaturated market in general. We know that, but it would be unfathomably oversaturated if AI was producing content on the internet. Like, we're running out of space. We're running out of space on the internet already. AI is not gonna help that. AI is gonna exacerbate the problem. And two, I can see how that would be a deterrent, but at the same time, if somebody really wants to get into content creation, then they'll just probably do it anyway. But yes. But that opens the question, does everything you do have to add something to, or have to add to something, or make something better? I feel like it doesn't. I feel like sometimes you can just produce absolutely vapid garbage, but Sometimes absolutely vapid garbage is alright. I'm not completely against absolutely vapid garbage. However, I'm a little bit against absolutely vapid garbage. If it's all, like, that's, like, very philosophical and very personal, too, I think. It's extremely personal. What your personal preferences are, what your personal goals are, all of that. Like, if you're striving towards a goal at the end of the day that is more than vapid garbage and money. I mean, vapid garbage, handshake with money. Never forget about that. Money is involved in this. People just have different visions for their goals, but the ones who put money above everything else have always had a tendency to just produce whatever is called for, whatever is in demand. Sometimes, you know, with serendipity and stuff, you can stumble upon a creator who produces what they wish to produce and makes a lot of money by producing that because it just happened to work out like that, and the interests intersected with what was marketable at the time. But I think for a lot of people on the internet right now, especially with, you know, YouTube being pretty well established as a lot of people's favorite thing to say they want to be when they grow up, people being kids in that sentence, a lot of them are very much content creator, grind set, algorithm cheating, like, minded. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm back with them. There's a lot of discussion about AI. It's still going on. We're still working on it. We're still working through it. To properly create a real AI is the same as finding proof of a god, so it would be impossible, right? They would have to be able to come up with new thought. And that's I don't see that happening anytime either. If there is one thing I absolutely agree with Vosh on is how malicious this it is, this stuff. I mean, yeah, it's just there to cash in. It's only there to cash in, I feel like. Even though he claims in this video multiple times, he being the AI, that he has a creative vision for his AI, that is hard to believe. Let's say that. Let's be nice. That is very hard to believe. It's mainly about getting the money with as little time invested as possible. So they didn't miss it. Oh, this is rude. Hello, that's a little bit rude. How dare you? So the type of content that the Kwebblekob AI was and is producing looks as follows. This one's
today in Minecraft.
Shut the fuck up. You're very loud. This was the old video. Yeah, he's definitely fallen off since then, I suppose. Even this video had been talked about a lot. It came out a month ago. Back 1 month ago, a lot of people were talking about this AI video specifically, that was fully AI generated. The gameplay was played by a real person, but not him either. I mean, the AI doesn't have substance. I know, technically, I know. The idea of losing space on the internet does kind of scare. That scares me a little bit too, but that's like a separate thing once again. But that is scary because I always thought, just intrinsically, I don't know where this thought specifically came from, but I always thought now that we have the internet, there's not going to be any lost media anymore because we'll always have the internet. And as they say, once it's posted to the internet, it never goes away. But ooh, that might not be so true anymore after all. Maybe we can make a net too. Just make a separate one. Make a second one. Nobody's ever tried to do that again.
I am stuck on one block. Can we survive? Watch until the end to find out. Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure if we'll actually regenerate, but let's just do it and... Oh my god,
that was how the AI was like 1 month ago.
Oh, will regenerate. This is insane. Okay, guys, so we just have to keep on breaking this because it is an infinite block and it spawns more than...
This is the type of content that you were getting. I'm not gonna subject you to this entire video, obviously. Obviously, I won't. But you could see your internet dying right now. It's trying to save you. It's trying to save you from having to see this content, I think. I'm sure there's so many things on the internet that we don't need. I bet like a good chunk, a very large chunk of this is taken up by dead weight, basically. But the thing is, how are you gonna clean it out? How are you gonna be able to determine what is dead weight and what is, like, I don't know, a memory storage for somebody who will use it again at some point? I don't know. Maybe Cyberpunk isn't so unrealistic as a future after all. Oh boy, I don't know. I hate AI more than the right hates me. Damn, that's a powerful statement. That's a very powerful statement. making that to China already 4 parallel universes ahead of you. Of course they are. So this is how the whole video goes, basically.
Hey, welcome to the family. It's going right there. Nice. You scared me, but you can also go in, because then we can stop breeding these animals and we'll have an infinite food source. Let's go.
And like, yeah, it's content. You're getting a lot of ads. Like here, you shouldn't be getting any in the middle of the stream, or do you just mean in general? This does look like an ad, so if you're confused, this one's not an ad, this is just a stream. And like, this AI is not super primitive, right? It's not like you can 1 million... I mean, it's kind of clear to tell. What I'm trying to say is AI is not always going to be super duper obvious, and we cannot always point at, hey, that's obviously AI and that is why it's bad, because it's not functioning well. The reason why it's bad is not because it's not functioning well. A well-functioning AI is not going to be any better than a badly functioning AI, because neither of them provide anything new or interesting. It's just that this specific genre of YouTube videos is very easy to make. It's very easy to produce this type of content with or without AI, and therefore, like, if you swap out this one component, it doesn't change that much about the viewing experience, I feel like. I hope we can at least get Solarpunk merch if we do end up with Cyberpunk. Maybe. Is the AI playing? I don't really get 100% how this video was created either, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't explain it, so obviously somebody else is playing, because AI cannot play Minecraft that well. I'm pretty sure it cannot yet. Somebody else is playing, not him, not like the former creator either, but someone else. But how exactly they fed the prompts to the AI, I'm not so sure. Just delete anything the right uploads and you'll already save 70% more space left. Yeah, that's pretty good. You have more space for the left. You have more space left, and you have more space for the left. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is just money making. This is 100% just about money making. And yeah, like, this can be a business, obviously, because you can make money with it. That is the requirement for a business. But I just personally prefer when people who go into content creation have something to say, or have an artistic vision, or at least have fun with it, you know? At the very least, like, fun is something that is less easy to quantify than very specific drive or a vision or something like that. But soullessly produced content, you're not gonna be able to connect with as much, obviously. Yeah, someone played the game and they put the script on the AI. Like, did the AI analyze the video to know what was happening, or did they, like, describe it to the AI? I mean, you know, who cares? I'm not here... StreamElements bot, you're killing me today. I'm not here to get into the technical details of how the AI works, because obviously that is not my niche at all. I don't know how that works. I don't care to know how that works, but there you go. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take what's ours. Indeed. If we delete Twitter, we would get a whole heap of new data. That is also true. That is also true. And I like being on Twitter. Personally, I like being on Twitter. I know. It's a bummer. I also wish it wasn't the case, but alas, I'm a Twitter user and I have a good time with that. See, this is
potatoes you've ever seen.
This is the new Kwebblekob AI 2.0, watching crispy potatoes being made. He posts about this, you know, he himself posted about this. There's only eggs, not in my reality, and the person reposting this post says quite succinctly, how can you create an uncanny digital homunculus of yourself whose vapid inane output is literally indistinguishable from your own and not break down at the realization that you are an empty person who adds nothing of substance to the world? This is the strongest roast I have ever witnessed on the platform, and there's been some pretty strong roasts on this platform, not gonna lie, but this one takes the cake. That is a fantastic tweet, well crafted, very good. Speaking of AI, someone decided to create an yeah, I saw that AI sportscasters, and the problem is that they're both uncanny and soulless. We have this linked. I will look at this in a second, actually. Make a new Twitter and start from scratch. It's 2009 again. The great Twitter reset. Yeah, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. If Twitter actually sinks, I'll be a little sad about it. I will be a little sad about it, because it's always hard to start from scratch, isn't it? So, Kwebblekob AI watching potatoes being made.
So just make sure you grab your potatoes, put them all in a pan, and then you're just going to put them in there and squeeze it all out. There you go.
Why is he just narrating what is happening on screen?
You got all your nice...
That is incredibly boring. I mean, who the fuck... Like, aside from this being AI, who watches somebody react to one of those cooking videos? What does that do for you? My parents divorced in 2009. Good year.
Crispy potato already, but it's not crispy yet. It's just potato. So you just put some stuff in there.
Like,
make sure...
completely aside from the fact that it's AI, who would watch a reaction to this to a cooking video?
You cut
like
it all
that?
up, slice it all up, and then you're going to cut your little crispy potato pieces, which are these. Put them all on the plate. Okay, and now we're just going to make some eggs. Put all the eggs in the pan. Make sure you season them well. And
he's literally just narrating it. This is just Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf also just narrates it and or steals jokes from the content that she's covering and then cuts it out afterwards. So, you know, I'm not blind. Like, if this was a tool for blind people, I would understand it a lot more, okay? That would be good. See, this is something we could use AI for. AI could narrate what happens in videos without, you know, automatically for blind people on the internet. Maybe that's a good tool. I don't know. I'm not blind either, but maybe. This is extremely boring. Like, who makes this?
And you put all your potatoes in there to make sure they're going to get crispy as hell.
Like, I too react and I too talk, but I've yet to just narrate what a person is doing in a video. That would be a new step. We could try that out. Kidding, obviously. We could try that out next time. I'll just narrate what is happening on screen. Idea.
And then you get some cheese, some other stuff, put them all in there. Make sure you're going to fry them or boil them or whatever you're doing with them. And now it's time to make some sauce. So we just get the sauce bowl, put some sauce in there, whatever you prefer, put some herbs in there, and it looks beautiful. Today we're making the best...
Well, if this is all that it has to offer, then, you know, again, not that worried. Like Stanley Parable, just gotta, at least you're not that predictable. True, I mean, I'm kind of predictable though, but you will definitely get weird tangents all of the time. This is something that AI just simply cannot offer you. Not the weird tangents that take the video from being like 50 seconds to being 5 minutes. I personally, I like having my face eaten by leopards. That type of energy, yeah. It's like the leopard face eating party. Very much at display. You would think content creators should be the ones who are against AI content creators, but alas, it is not always the case. I mean, he made it himself. He will still get the revenue from it. But what if somebody else swoops in and starts uploading AI Kwebblekob videos? What then? And they're stealing your revenue. Is that okay? Is that not okay? Let's get our sauce ball. Truly, this is torture. This could be torture. It's extremely bland. The Zecke Parable. What would that be about? What would happen in there? I'm too authentic. I think it's true. I'm like fucking authentic and sincere to a fault. It's not good. If we ever got a Zecke AI, I'd punch it and demand where the real you is. With my teary eyes, that's very sweet. That is very sweet. I don't think that's going to be happening. At least not from my end. You know, I can't control what other people do, but I think we'll be fine. I think we will be fine. Show this to an 80-year-old. I don't know. I don't know how an 80-year-old would react to this, if at all. See, this is the sportscasters. Sports ball. This is where they cast about sports ball. Casters at events, I only know esports, right? I'm an esports person because I am a nerd. So I know how casters work at esports, and they talk a lot. Sorry. Yeah, the 80-year-old might fall asleep. That makes a lot of sense. Hi, Aaron. Hello. Esports, the superior sports. But they're very funny. They make a lot of good jokes and good observations and stuff. So I know what like casting's supposed to sound like. You're a sports person? No E in it at all? That's crazy. Oh, is this a language that I don't speak?
GMA Network debuts its AI sportscasters at the NCAA Season 99 Men's Basketball Tournament
This is English.
opening day at the Mall of Asia Arena on Sunday, September 24. At halftime of the tournament's first game, AI sportscasters Maya and Marco flexed their capabilities and
Fucking Maya and Marco.
fluency in both English and Filipino, mimicking the role
English and Filipino. I see. You know that already because it's from your country. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, why would you want to replace casters? I mean, why is a good question for all of these. That's very true. Hi, Bro Dragon. Good morning. I'm EP today. Yeah, esports people have so much game knowledge. They really do. They really do. Just chuck a hammer at the screen.
of human reporters. GMA executives defend the use of AI sportscasters amid negative comments on social media, saying they are a mere complement to human media practitioners.
Certainly doesn't seem like it. I'm sick. Physically, you are ill right now.
GMA still featured human analysts, commentators, and courtside reporters for the entirety of the first NCAA Season 99 basketball game. Public perception has been sour on GMA's social media accounts since the introduction of the AI sportscasters, with many calling the innovation alarming, saddening, and unsettling.
Definitely unsettling. Definitely unsettling. Okay, we don't get like a good display of them in this video. At least the tiny little clip, I couldn't really hear that much what they were saying to begin with over the audio quality, but yep, they're coming, and I hate it. I hate it as well. Someone said sportcaster today, tomorrow news reporter. Maybe could be like news reporters would be in the line of sights. I feel like those types of positions in specific would be targeted by stuff like this, because you're not supposed to be like letting your personality hang out all over the place when you're a newscaster or something like that. So that makes a little bit more sense. I'm not saying that I want this to happen or that it's good, but it makes a little bit more sense that they would be gunning for those positions rather than like a YouTuber whose main selling point is usually their personality and or whatever quirkiness. Quirky, you know? Well, I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it, huh? I guess we will have to keep an eye on it. Tomorrow's newscaster and the next week teachers. Oh no, teachers would be bad. Teachers would be a very bad development. No? Because you cannot trust the information that comes out of an AI. Of course, human error is a thing. Sometimes teachers tell you bullshit as well. Sometimes teachers are not good people. Obviously that can happen. But an AI teacher would be horrible. Did you know they made an update on the... Yeah, I know. Fallout Boy did that. We didn't start a fire by Fallout Boy. If we actually got real AI that like felt things like empathy and hate, I'd actually cry tears of relief. I mean, that would just be like, hey, congratulations, you're God now. You made humans again. You made a new species. Congratulations. But as it stands, that isn't the case. That would be very like freaky, but I can see how that would be better. I understand where you're coming from there. Also, I think there would be riots if a Super Smash Bros. Tournament had those. Oh yeah. Like communities, you have to understand that your target audience is still people, and people are not gonna like the AI stuff that much. So you have to still like talk to them, right? About that. Jesus Christ. That's just human. Yeah, it's human nature not to like things that are just like a weird replica of ourselves, right? That just makes sense, right? It would be like Am from I Have No Mouth. See, that's of course the question. What if this new species that we've created is way too smart for us and is able to weaponize its knowledge against us? But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Let's not worry about it too much. I don't want to fry my brain with that. It really much depends on the person which creates that AI, what I would think about it. Yeah, that too, like the interest, the reason behind the AI's existence, you know, if it like serves a purpose, if an AI were to serve a purpose that couldn't have been fulfilled by a person, or for some reason like there was no like there wasn't a way to get a person to do this job, and the AI serves a certain purpose, and it does it in a way that's satisfactory, and it's not like it's not only to maximize profit, but it's actually a purpose that's like helpful, whatever. I could see it like in fringe cases, you know. That actually, that's this one thing that I watched a video on recently. Somebody made a Scooby-Doo animation, right? Somebody made a Scooby-Doo animation, and they were like some, God, StreamElements bot, get a grip. They were like some 23-year-old person, so like fairly young, and that was one of the first animations that they ever made, and they uploaded it to YouTube, but it was like a skit, it was a story, so there were supposed to be voices. It was Scooby-Doo / FNAF. They hired a few voice actors, but they didn't hire a voice actor for every single role, but instead used AI for some of the voices. That is an interesting discussion point. That is an interesting discussion point, because like, is that ethical? Is that not ethical? I can see the point that voice actors are worried that could have been jobs that could have been given to voice actors. But at the same time, as somebody who couldn't ever if I made that project, I couldn't hire voice actors. There's no way that I could have hired voice actors, because that's expensive, obviously. Like, I cannot spend that type of money on voice actors. It would just not have happened. So if I were to use AI for a project like that, like the guy did who made the animation, there's no loss for job opportunities, because there were none. There were no job opportunities, that sort of thing. Now, I don't know if that guy was in the same situation with his finances. I don't know, his fucking finances. But it's more nuanced than that. How obvious were the AI? I don't know. I just watched a video talking about the fallout of the thing, and not if they were very obvious. What would make it better, though? What do you think? Would it be better if the AI was very obvious, or would it be better if the AI was not very obvious? I feel like if it's very obvious, you just kind of have to live with it. But if it's tricking people into like thinking that it's not AI, then I could see more issue with that. Kinda. Be kind to people and cruel to cooperation, or something like that. So that guy gets a pass from me. Exactly, right? Like, he wasn't trying to maximize profit with his use of AI, and he just used it to read the text that he had written. The AI didn't have any creative, in parentheses, input, hence I don't have an issue with his thing either. There are enough talented VAs that work for free and minimal pay, though. Yeah, true. That's also a point that the people on Twitter that were arguing about it brought up. That people work for free, which I feel like nobody should work for free generally. But yeah, I understand sometimes you do work for free. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. If it's your craft, you really shouldn't work for free. But you know, so sometimes you have to get your name out there somehow. And I'm not trying to judge people who do their work for free or anything. So he could have probably gotten people to voice the thing, I guess, but back again. I do also understand his point, which he did make on Twitter, is that it would feel shitty to ask people to work for free. Like, obviously, you're not gonna ask anybody to work for free. They would have to like advertise themselves as working for free somewhere, which I'm sure some people do. Probably. It's always, right? Neither for you, neither is fine. Thanks for the update, StreamElements bot. He does this a lot today. Brodragon says, I personally don't think AI will develop emotions or anything like that line, because if you think about it, AI strives for efficiency, and emotions pose so many complications that probably wouldn't do that. At the point right now, definitely. I mean, it's just learning algorithm, right? There's no reason to like have emotions in that. But if there's real intelligence, I feel like that would have to go hand in hand with some sort of emotion. Depends on how you fucking view emotion, right? In the end, if you create an AI, you as well create their personality and everything, just with the information that I got. You would. You're technically in control of that. It, of course, depends. Do you create it from scratch? Are you the one who... I don't know that much in the details of AI creation methods, right? I only know the little chat website thingy that I've used before. So on that side, you can give keywords and stuff like that, but a lot of what the AI thinks and does is very nebulous, just sort of information that it pulls from the internet, one has to presume, wherever it gets its main information from, because you're not creating the AI from scratch. I think only if you create it from scratch you would be able to control 100% what it can know and say and do. which I mean some of these companies are doing, right? Because if these hypothetical true AIs, as Isabel, yes, Tenchi, were real, they were smart and held axioms of egalitarianism, they would be leftist synthetic humans. That would be nice. It depends, like, what they would be like, right? If they were just, like, real intelligence, if they were just like humans, they might also have differing ideologies. But if they were programmed differently, if they are so beyond our comprehension that we don't even, like, I think that's kind of the fact of the matter, isn't it? A hypothetical, real, intelligent AI, you wouldn't really know how they were gonna act because it's outside of our realm of comprehension, right? Don't you just feed it pre-existing data? An AI right now, I don't really know. I don't really know how to, like, make it from scratch. Does every AI have access to the internet at large? I would assume so, because otherwise you would have to feed, like, especially, I'm only pulling from this one chat website where you can chat with AI, right? Because, like, I don't have any other experiences. ChatGPT 2, right? They must be able to just access the internet and Google shit, because otherwise, how are you gonna ask the AI something and it's gonna know? Otherwise, the creator would have had to pick out all these informations and add them in there. From scratch is tough. I think they need a lot of data, right? Like, yeah, how does that... How would that even work? I do not... Jesus, StreamElements bot gamer. I remember hearing about a controversy where some of the voice actors were leaving this indie VN project because some of the art was AI. I'm trying... Visual novel, yeah. Visual novels VN. I just remembered. I don't think I heard of that specifically, but sometimes I've heard of other instances where people jump from projects or call projects out because they found out after the fact that some art was generated by AI. And it's 100% a matter of your stance, you know? That's a stance that you have. You don't want to work with AI-generated art, and then you just have to take that stance, yes. The creator, AI gets info from what hi Calix, from what you as the creator give it and what others feed into it by using it. That is like, yeah, that's AI that's able to learn, obviously, but it must be able to, it must be able to access other things as well. Like, especially, again, it's only the fucking character AI website that I can compare things to, but I've made an AI on the character AI website, and I put in the information that I have, and I was the first person to talk to it. So I think, especially with the character AI website, it is linked between all of the different characters, all link between each other information wise, right? Right? You know what I mean. Because otherwise I couldn't have asked the AI that I made with my little prompts on that little website questions that I didn't tell it about. Isabel says, if these impossible true AI existed and felt things, that means they experience human error. They would, if they do feel. But have vast knowledge. They can also develop philosophies and ideologies based on development, right? They would be able to, if they were really intelligent. They could be developing differing characters and therefore differing ideology as well. At the moment, AI is just text creating software, though. Yeah, at the moment we're not there yet. We're not we're not there yet, which is maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know. Just as worse based on probabilities. Tried role-playing with an anime character you liked. I role-played with some characters, yes. Not necessarily, not every AI has access to the web. Depends on how it's coded, once again. For sure. I just have only one website to reference to. Yeah, hence why I hate AI in parentheses. Yes, of course, obviously. It's just stolen shit from wherever, from whatever their sources are. You know, whatever their sources are, it's stolen from there and smashed together into a new amalgamation that's supposed to sound like novel ideas or novel concepts. That is what AI is at the moment. Is that a new tweet that I haven't? Oh yeah, this is an AI art thing, because one thing tech bros like to claim. I hope this tweet isn't that long, because it might be. It's not that long. sorry, this is an Aiden, not the Aiden in chat. Obviously, this is an Aiden. Something tech bros like to claim is that AI is making art accessible for everybody. And there's a lot to talk about on that as well. So this guy says, for every artist you respect who is anti-NFT or anti-AI, there are thousands of people who can't be an artist because they were born in the right, because they weren't born in the right body, right place, or right family to pursue art. And never given the tools, time, or support to believe in their own dreams. In my opinion, it's worth a few insufferable tech bros. Okay, I guess you're not a tech bro. If it means millions of everyday people are gifted the capability to do what they previously thought was impossible, to actualize what would have stayed a dream. And I think that that's the most human thing we can do for each other. Taking a stand against something is the easiest way to forfeit your ability to shape it into something better. That's an interesting last line. But what this boils down to is like, not everybody is able to make art, but AI somehow fixes that, which is not, that's just, that just misses the point completely. This reads as though AI was like this tool where you close your eyes and imagine something and then it becomes reality. But that is simply not true. Like, if you use an AI image generator, you get images that kind of fit the vibe that you've described. It's never going to be exactly what you're imagining. You cannot just imagine something into existence with the help of AI. That's what they like to claim, but that's not at all true. And again, it's just an amalgamation of fucking stolen shit. And art is already art is already accessible, ain't it? Everyone can be an artist. See, this is what the tweet that I actually got this from talks about as well. This person says, I was born with congenital arthrogryposis multiplex. As a baby, I couldn't grasp things with my hands, and I learned to draw for pleasure, and I love art. Like, there's ways to circumvent your disabilities if you want to do art. And it's true. Like, if you are completely unable to move any part of your body and the only thing that you can interact with is your brain, then you're not going to be able to make art. And that is true, but that is obviously, like, we cannot approach the AI debate with this angle. I feel like approaching the AI debate with this angle is completely misguided because it takes away the whole purpose of the creation process as well. It's dumb on several levels, yes. See, we're talking about like physical disabilities as well, but honestly, there is not that much of a barrier of entry to art creation in general. Like, yes, there are fringe cases, like I said earlier, where it's actually impossible for you to do that, but yeah, then a lot of other things are also actually impossible for you to do, and that sucks, and it's not fair or anything. But equivocating that is a reason why AI should be used and normalized is a wild line of argument, an incredibly crazy line of argument. Also, with him saying, yeah, you can't pursue art and never given the tools, time, and support. You can make art without being literally Banksy. I don't know, I'm trying to find a good example of a contemporary artist. You can make art. You can learn. And as an artist, I can tell you 90% of your joy from making art is not the finished product. Surprise! I don't know if you knew this, but like the process is kind of the goal here. I don't know. I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't know this. But as somebody who does do art, I wanted to move my chair, but apparently I can't. The finished goal is not the finished artwork is actually not the main thing that we're striving for as a high wires. And again, a pencil and a paper is more accessible than AI because, you know, you need a good enough computer to run it, and it costs money most of the time as well. It's cheaper to create art with pencil than to create art with AI as well. That as well, yes. And that's such a good drawing, by the way, right? It's so cute, absolutely adorable. Like, you can overcome stuff, and yes, they're using literal eugenics to justify this flex AI stuff. Literally, it misses the entire point. Obviously, as always. They like to do that. That drawing was cute. Let's look at the drawing again. It's a good drawing. Very, very adorable. How did people create art before AI? How does it work? Claiming that AI is a way to accessible art is wrong on so many levels, because I, again, would like to argue that AI art isn't art to begin with, especially in our modern age after the advent of the fucking photography, of the camera. Art has become much more about the process and the intention and, you know, the vision than just depicting what you see. You know, it's not like art nowadays is not only a skill flexing contest anymore. Ooh, who can paint the most realistic portrait of Lord so-and-so? That's not the main discussion we have in the art world anymore at this point. And if you think so, you might not be quite caught up with things. That has changed a little while ago. The process has been moved into the the process has been elevated to a higher degree of importance about art, especially like art that you're gonna see in like a gallery or a museum or something like that. It's adorable, but not as adorable as you. There you go. Greatest. You're the greatest masterpiece I've ever seen. So true. I mean, I drew myself too. Art is also not a commodity. It's not. That's also true. It's like, sucks to say it like that, but art is not like a human right? You're not entitled to be able to access all sorts of art that you could possibly imagine. It's like a message, a journey, a projection. It's a privilege to be able to view the art that other people create. It's a privilege to be able to create art and post it and share it with others and communicate with others like that. Like, it's not water, is what I'm saying, okay? But learning AI would mean you had to invest time and suffer, but that doesn't give you an instant serotonin boost, and you have to dedicate yourself to art, not AI. Yeah, learning art would mean, yeah, you don't have to learn AI, you do have to learn art though. You need that instant, but would you even get any, like, that's one thing I personally just don't understand about AI, in quotation marks, artists. What do you, like, actually get from it though? You clicked a couple of buttons, you're so completely removed from the process. I don't understand how that could possibly give you any sort of satisfaction if that post that you made, that image that you generated, gets any traction on social media or whatever. Like, yeah, number go big. Is that really all? Is number get bigger really all that you need in order to feel the serotonin? Because that's certainly not how it works for me. I mean, number go bigger can be nice, but, you know. Also, this person's inking skill is very awesome, right? So clean. So clean, so clean. I had more joy at that time drawing Zecke struggling to do a push-up than trying to use free online art, right? Like, it's a process. I mean, we know this, but the tech bros do not. I love Aaron's comment in here. I wonder if Michelangelo ever drew any weird fetish art. Heard he destroyed all of his practice art and art that wasn't perfect. Huh, who knows, maybe. People do that, though. People often do that, that's true. Art is made from the human experience. It has feelings. It's actually very important, very instrumental to the artistic expression is expression. Who would have thought? It's supposed to be unique and amazing and flawed and all things at once. Machine learning cannot feel. It misses the main part of art, which is communication, as we know. Maybe he did, Aaron. Who knows? Who's to say? And now they're trying to put politics in their art. Angry right wingers and tech bros after realizing art isn't just about the visuals. Truly. They're like, but back in the day, they made a really muscular man that looked very much like a real muscular man. Yes, and nowadays art looks very different because we can have pictures of very muscular men. Things have changed a little bit. There's a lot of people who want to rely as art on their livelihood. Maybe that factors into it too, right? Being able to sell art, AI art specifically, and claim it's not AI art because then people wouldn't sell it, I suppose. Wouldn't buy it, I suppose. It's like, are we going back? Are we going back to money? Oh my god, it's always back to fucking money, bro. Money was a mistake. Dude, money was such a mistake. We should get rid of it. Makes everything bad. Right-wingers said while they looked at a picture of the French Revolution. Yeah. It's like, wow, this is so nicely painted. Good thing there's no politics in here. They look at like the fucking painting of Napoleon crossing the Alps. Like, wow, that's a realistic horse. Good thing there's no politics in here. Good thing there's no propaganda in here. Oh, wait. No way. Why do so many far-right wingers / people on the internet in the manosphere just seem like closeted gays? That's a good question. Also, like, I see that a lot. I see that a lot. I hear that a lot too. But I also hear a lot that we shouldn't always just point that out, even if it might be true. It's not always the best move to just point it out. Like, it's just because you're actually... It's because you're actually queers that you're homophobic. Like, it might be true, however, let's not harp on it too much, you know what I mean? Now we can have muscular men, women, and muscular everything with the click of a button through photography. Sorry, but we need money. Societies can't work without it. Is that true? Can we do something else? I would like to do something else, please. I would like to try and do something else, please. I'm done with money. Personally, I am leaving money behind. No more. I'm already making great strides towards my progress on that matter, by the way. One step at a time. Removing money from my life. Very successful. On that grind set. Marsh says the same. Do you have like a good succinct video where he talks about it? I would like to see it. Don't worship money. Even Jesus said so. True. Yeah, the Christians are always the biggest hypocrites of all, but you know, whatever. It's been said that money is the root of all evil, and maybe they were right. I don't know. Hope whoever invented money steps on a Lego, please. Isabel says the right doesn't like art. Hell, they can't even understand it. That's why they hate it and any enlightenment. I mean, it's very true. The right has always been very firm on cracking down on whatever they perceive to be degeneracy, especially in art as well. During the Third Reich, there was a whole... They held fucking exhibitions of so-called degenerate art to point and laugh at it because it didn't fall in line with their perception of what art should be, and by extension of that, a human. Art is actually very important to our societies and the way that we function and understand each other, but you know, money isn't. Go into a Walmart and trade like a pear or an apple. Just I'll just move it around. Last time, I guess 2 weeks or so ago. Thank you. It's alright. Maybe I can see it again. Yes, because Hitler's an art school reject. He is. I saw it. I mean, everybody knows that. That's oddly enough, one of the most well-known facts about him. I mean, there's a lot of very well-known facts about him, to be fair. But he was painting realism anyway, so... Or trying to, I guess. So, now we're moving on to already the last thing that I've collected on our docket for today, which is we're talking about Tesla's working conditions. Spoiler alert, they're not that great, apparently. In Germany, which, you'd think Germany would have a little bit of tighter restrictions, maybe, to make sure that working conditions are not bad. Reminds me of sitting in my art history lecture and the girl next to me did not know about the burning and the gallery of bad art in the Third Reich. Oh, interesting thing not to know, especially when you're in Germany. Yeah, and postcards. Hitler was a painter, that's all I know about him. It's like, oh yeah, Hitler, that was this guy who painted, right? What else did he do? Imagine, I would like to play that character in a role-playing scenario. I would like to play guy who thinks Hitler was just a painter that wasn't particularly good. That would be fun. I don't know if they do that, but they sure do die, Isabel. They sure die. Horrible accidents at Tesla. Fears that somebody might be dying or may be going to die. Concerned that someone will die. Germany, we must respect workers. Wealthy businessmen, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Like, we at least have safety regulations for fucking machinery and stuff that is a little bit tighter, I thought. But there we go. Oh yeah, Seppo told me. Yeah, Seppo also sent this in. Tesla cars have been rolling off the production line in Grünheide for a year and a half since it opened. There have been accidents at work almost every day. Oh no, they changed the title! Or no, what was the title beforehand? I didn't know. There are said to have been a noticeable number of work accidents at the Tesla factory in Grünheide near Berlin since it was opened a year and a half ago. This is reported by Stern, citing previously unknown documents from authorities and emergency services. Fucking every day, almost every day, that's a lot. That's too high. How bad is it in the Tesla factories? I don't know if I want to know. Speaking of burning, apparently, I don't want to dox myself, so I'm going to be very general in my wording, but apparently by county is where the book your county is where the book banning started in the US. God, I want to leave this place. Oh my god. No, you're not only in Florida, you're in like the worst place of Florida. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Every day at this point, just install a guillotine at the factory, but not for the workers. What a perversion of things. This is like 1800s factory accidents. It feels like it, doesn't it? It does feel like it. In the first year after opening, ambulances and helicopters were called 247 times. What the fuck does the inside of this factory look like? I mean, it looks like this, apparently. Stop advertising to me. Please stop advertising to me. Fine, advertise to me. Rare inside drone footage near the inner workings of the new Tesla factory causing a stir. What's this look like? Come on. Give me the aerial shot. Another one? Oh, you must be fucking kidding me. Another one? Are they trying to set a record? They might set a record. I missed the stream because Discord is down. Is Discord down? Maybe that's why you couldn't get in, Siska. But Discord's not down for me. I don't know. So yeah, they're flying around here. Now, to be fair, I have not seen... Adblocks doesn't work. I have adblock, but it didn't work here. I don't know. Is my adblock bad? Do I need to get a new one? Doesn't matter. Discord seems to be having a moment. Anyway, why does T-Online give you Wärmepumpe ads? I don't know. I do not know. Now, I must admit, I don't see a lot of factories in my day-to-day life. So, if anything looks extremely out of the ordinary, that's why you ring my bell, as you should. Gigafactory, huh? Oh my god, be careful, little drone. You're gonna get snapped. What a precarious place to fly your drone into. Hello, Aiden! So that is their factory. I would wouldn't it be funny? It would be horrible. Wouldn't it be funny if they caught an accident on the footage? Shove Elon in one of those, right? We can try that out. Okay. That's the drone footage. I mean, if they record, I'm assuming they had permission to record this. Please stop, brother. I'm begging you, for the love of God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what the fuck? You should never fly your drone through there. That looked very perilous. Like, why did they publish this? But okay, the drone wasn't a person, so they wouldn't have been. That wouldn't have been an accident. How many people have you seen in this video? Not a lot, like 2. Fucking linksgrün versiffte Werbung. Ads. They jump scared me. Tesla. They have said a noticeable number of work accidents. Yes, we saw. We saw that too. Deaths feared. For example, an employee had a wooden box weighing 50 kilograms fall on his head. Ouch! That's no good. That's very bad, obviously. I mean, duh. This frequency of work accidents is not normal. I'm most worried that someone will die at some point, said Dirk Schulze, IG Metall District Manager for Berlin, Brandenburg, and Saxony to Stern. 50 kilograms. On your head. That's not good. See, guillotine. It's guillotine time. We need a re-emote. Re's funny. Re's a funny emote. Significantly more people were injured in the Tesla factory in Grünheide than was usual in other car factories during the same period, said Schulze. According to Stern, Tesla itself did not comment on the documents or the allegations made by employees and labor lawyers. Of course not. Look on the bright side. He won't be a zombie, because the brain gets obliterated immediately. Yep. So they did have a guillotine. but not for the workers. Hello, Lord Peace. How are you? I am good. How are you? All my life, you stood by me, huh? Hey, Zecke. Hello, Kenny, as well. We're talking about accidents in the Tesla factory. Environmental accidents and fires are also known. Cool, cool. Holy, what happens in the Tesla factory? I don't know if I want to know. 50 kilograms is about 110 freedom units. That's, thank you for the conversion. In addition to the workplace accidents, there have also been 26 environmental accidents at the Tesla factory since it opened. Good job! Do your cars explode inside the factory already? I thought you saved that for the road. Huh, weird. However, the car manufacturer reported this itself. I mean, I guess they have to, legally, right? This emerges from information from the Brandenburg State Environmental Office, which the magazine Stern reports on, and which is also available to the German press agency. It is unclear whether the work accidents are related to the environmental accidents. You know, just a bunch of accidents all coming together in harmony, holding hands. So did someone almost die over there? Well, yeah, the guy who was smacked in the head by a 50-kilogram wooden box. That, I have to imagine, was probably a pretty close call. Just imagine what they didn't report if they reported those. I wish not to imagine, actually. I hear singing Drag Me Down by One Direction. I know, like, no One Direction. Barely any. Just some fire and acid burns. Nothing severe, you know, the normal stuff. Everybody's done that before. I feel like even China at this point might be like, what the fuck? The fucking factories where they employ child labor are like, your safety requirements are kind of crazy. Why are you like this? Why is everything Elrond touches such a shit show? It must be his magic touch. We should establish this. It's like Midas, you know? But opposite. Elon is opposite Midas. Everything he touches turns to shit. Happens. These include spilled substances such as paint and diesel, as well as fires. According to the State Environment Agency, these are operational, not optional. I mean, they're optional too. You could avoid them. Operational disruptions and not incidents within the meaning of the Major Accidents Ordinance. Okay, sure. Part of the factory site is located in a drinking water protection area. That's not good. What the fuck is a kilogram? USA, USA. True. That's like 100 pounds, 110-ish pounds. Tesla rejects the concerns. Oh wow, I am shocked. I am surprised. Call me shocked. The car manufacturer admitted that there had been several incidents on the factory premises during construction work and since commissioning. According to the company, none of the incidents were major incidents within the meaning of the Federal Emissions Control Act. And none of them caused environmental damage. I'm sure, of course they didn't. Tesla, we're very environmentally friendly. We are we're the energy cars. We're great. The head of Ecosystems at Leibniz Institute for Freshwater Ecology and Inland Fisheries, Martin Pusch, spoke of a fundamentally high risk for drinking water. It gets worse. Oh my god, it just continues to get worse. There's a high risk of impairment of the drinking water supply due to how low retention capacity of the subsoil, Pusch told the DPA. That is not good. That is very bad news. Why do you think you have the right to claim that there is nothing bad going on here? Brandenburg's Environment Minister Axel Vogel from the Green Party, oh no, it's the Green Party again, acknowledged problems on the factory premises when asked by Stern, but sees no danger. Oh, what the fuck? Green Party? Excuse me? This sounds like a third world factory. This does not sound like a factory that should be located in Germany, no. It is Brandenburg, so that's a bit harsh. StreamElements bot. None of them caused environmental damage. Just earlier, there have been environmental incidents. You know, they could be, maybe they're improving the environment. Who knows? When asked whether he could rule out that the groundwater beneath the factory was contaminated, he said, according to Stern, "I can rule it out. The monitoring is working." Well, if you say so. If you say so. Take your word for it. Sounds very American. I mean, it is Tesla, even if it's on German soil. Pollutants in the soil. Talking about the soil. Speaking of the soil, the accidents include leaks of 15,000 liters of paint, 13 tons of aluminum, and 150 liters of diesel. Cool. According to information from the state environment agency, paint and aluminum were disposed of professionally and properly. Wurden lag an Fachrecht oder ordnungsgemäß entsorgt. Okay. Oder. It is or. That's accurate, actually. Alright. If you say so. Seeping into German soil. You mean, yeah. Green World Factory. Not that kind of green. Not that kind of green. If you want to grow aluminium, you have to put it into the soil first. Easy. They just want to grow some aluminium. Yeah, let them be. Like, they're farmers over there. The Stern further reported that after a fire in September 2020, up to 300 liters of extinguishing water leaked into the ground. Is extinguishing water bad? 250 liters of diesel leaked at a gas station on the site. Jesus Christ. The State Environment Agency did not provide any information on this. Sounds like they should cut it the fuck out. Jesus Christ. Not the fires. The accident in April 2022 in the paint shop was with 15,000 liters of paint mixture was already known. You know, paint mixture in the soil, that couldn't possibly be damaging to the environment or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, chemicals are added for the extinguishing water. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Or residue from whatever's burned as well. True. Yeah, the fires. We're gonna get to the fires in a little bit. At the time, the lower water authority of the Oder Spree, that's the river that flows through Berlin district, classified the liquid as slightly hazardous to water, and if it had not reached the groundwater. No if in there. However, the Strausberg-Eckner Water Association spoke of an incident. Yeah, I would classify this as an incident. A Störfall. Yeah. Yes. It probably comes in contact with a lot of gross hot stuff as well. That too. That for sure. That guaranteed. I bet Tesla must have waved bills of euros in their face. It's just like, don't look. You cannot actually see the crimes we're committing because there's money in your face. This means we also know of fires. Not also known as fires. That's a Google mistranslation. There have also been 8 fires since March 2022. In one case, according to the State Environment Agency, a fire at an illegal dump in September 2022 was caused by a shredded battery in a wooden transport box. That sounds incredibly badly handled. That sounds like you should know how to dispose of batteries properly when you're a fucking electric car manufacturer. You put it in the wooden box. It's a bit shredded. Don't worry about it. Just put it on the illegal dump. Do not worry. This is fine. What the fuck were they thinking? The extinguishing water was collected and the affected unpaved area was excavated. See, this time they collected the water, I suppose. A few days later, cardboard and wood caught fire there. Not the illegal dump. Extinguishing water has seeped away, but soil samples were unremarkable. Okay, so that did happen. Tesla has been producing electric cars in Grünheide since March 2022. They've been in operation for like a little more than a year. And this much bullshit has already happened. Absolutely insane. Did they actually cut the mention of the amputation of hands in this article? Well, there is no more hands. Also, why is she here every time? There's no more hands. Were there hands amputated? Maybe it was fake news or something? Maybe it didn't happen? Or maybe, like, why would they rescind it? I don't know. Environmentalists and nature conservationists see danger because part of the factory is located in a water protection area. Tesla has dismissed the concerns. According to the company's latest information, around 11,000 employees work in the factory in Grünheide, producing around a lot of vehicles, 250,000 vehicles per year. Tesla wants to expand the factory. Huh. It's very weird. If it's removed, maybe it wasn't true? Or maybe somebody threatened to sue? But then why wouldn't they threaten to sue about the entire article? So I don't know. there's a lot of Teslas near where one of my aunts and uncles and their kids and live, and they've said that the water tastes weird. Is there a factory there? Pretty sure it's unrelated, but I mean, you gotta come here specifically. We have good water. We have the good water. Chemnitz has even better water though. Chemnitz has the best water. People say there's meth in the water. People say there's meth in the water, hence why the Chemnitz water tastes so good. I don't care. I just drink their water when I'm there, which I'm not too often, so I'm fine. Yep, the Karl Marx water, the good Karl Marx water. Tesla using economics to blackmail the government? Maybe. I wouldn't be too surprised. I mean, it isn't too hard to do, right? Yep, so that's our Tesla news for today. Glad to know that they're still doing the things that they're doing. We also have a little tweet that I saw earlier today because, you know, Tesla and Musk, that's goes hand in hand. Brother is doing some shit that he shouldn't be doing. He should not be meddling with any of this. I mean, did you hear about the news coming out? I don't even know when this was talked about anymore. Where Elon Musk was basically playing warmonger / war, like the general in the war between Russia and Ukraine by limiting Ukraine's access to the use of his satellite by shutting it down, which he had previously granted them to use. Did you hear about that? Brother thinks that he can make strategic decisions about what people should do in war because his qualifications are, let me think. Somehow nothing's coming up. It's called a Zeet now, actually. Not this neck of the woods, no. You guys have Bismarck water, the bestest of water. Can't compete with Chemnitz water. Cannot possibly. Musk would shoot migrants at the border for sport if he could. I'm sure of it. I would not doubt it. I would, in fact, not doubt it. Elon is on border patrol today. Of course. Why wouldn't he be?
Obviously, Elon here. I'm at Eagle Pass. Just arrived.
Also, somebody said he's wearing his hat backwards.
And
bye, Aaron.
We're just gonna go around and talk to the major officials and law enforcement and whatnot that are here and just kind of eyeball the situation, get a sense for what's going on, and so you can get the kind of like the real story. You know.
Of course. Yeah, and Mehdi Hassan writes, I know we've become numb to this in the age of Trump and celeb politicians, but why is a businessman who runs a tech and car company at the border giving us updates and being hosted by officials and law enforcement? It is insane. It is insane. Like, if you look at it like that, absolutely insane. And yeah, he's not a great public speaker. L+ ratio. Why does he think he should be there? That's a great question to ask. Why? Like, I know why, actually. I can give you the answer. He has an incredibly inflated sense of self-importance that is being supported by the people who do still suck his dick on a daily basis, metaphorically, mainly. Like, he thinks he's the hottest shit on earth. Like, I saw this meme that he posted a while ago, where he basically made it look like TLDR of the meme. Twitter is now X. Twitter is the most important platform there is, and all the other ones just listen to its commands. This man is living at a level of delulu that not even I can like aspire to that level of delusional behavior. Also, Calix says, yeah, my mom says that the people in the German Tesla companies are probably unskilled workers who, at the same time, have no idea what they're actually doing. I mean, she works in the business. She has insider knowledge. Yes, that is true. Like, that is probably very likely. They're gonna cut costs by not hiring professionals. Of course, Tesla loves to cut costs. I mean, they're not doing so swimmingly, at least not in the public eye, so obviously they're gonna want to cut some costs. Not just metaphorically. Mainly metaphorically is what I'm talking about, but I'm sure some of them would also, if given the chance, some of them would. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he hired the cheapest workers. Exactly. And they're underpaid too. Of course they are. Like, Obviously. We're not surprised anymore at this point. Yeah, the reason that he thinks he should be there is because he thinks he's the most important man on the planet and actually should have a say in every single thing on the planet. Literally. From out of the country, like what they did at the butcheries, what they do at the butcheries for tönnies? I hadn't heard of that yet. It's incredibly similar with Amazon's issues in Germany, just with more dangerous equipment. Doing great. Good job, Germany. Once again. Unskilled, cheap, and underpaid. Yeah, it all comes together. It sucks for everybody involved, except for, of course, Elon Musk and his guys at the top who make profits from it. Although, if this should ideally come back to bite them, because they have fucking 1 million accidents a year. That should have consequences, but you know, should is a pretty important word in this equation. So the richest company paying people the least and putting in bare minimum effort. Exactly. That's how they're the richest company. One of the richest companies, whatever. That's how they get there. Otherwise they wouldn't be there. It's always exploitation of labor. You know, no news here. Yep, it's always the richest that pay the least amount after all. We know this. Not shocking. This is sad, but not shocking. So that was our Elon news for today. That was our Tesla and Elon news for today. Enough Elon for a week, I would argue. Now, since we do have some time left, I feel like we should watch a little ref video and comment on that, since, you know, it's been a while since the last one, and I've seen one that I thought was kind of interesting, so thought was potentially interesting. I don't watch these in my free time. I'm not that much of a masochist after all. So we can take a little gander there. I still have energy, even if I woke up late. Yes, I didn't prepare very much. Okay, so what? Those same people say social responsibility should be banned. No, buckaroo, that's exactly why social responsibility should be a thing. They always they like to miss the point. It's true. Tönnies is a big meat company. They have a lot of Eastern European workers in small flats together and stuff. During Corona, they had a lot of outbreaks because of the conditions. And, of course, lots of animal cruelty. Not surprisingly there. Yeah, I see. So, what did Ref do since we were last there? I mean, it's been a while. What was the last Ref video that we watched, actually? I don't know. It would show me, right? It would show me which one the last one was. This one. This one was the last one that we watched, actually. It's been a while. It was more than a month ago. Okay, good to know. Pretty sure we didn't see any of the other ones. Gotta leave now. Window cleaning time. Slay! Have a good time cleaning your windows. Do you want to come over and clean mine too? No. I would have to move so much stuff out of the way. They will just be a little bit dirty. It's fine. And Tönnies was a big investor for Schalke a few years ago. Interesting. Connected. Of course it's connected. This loser again. Yeah, because we have some time to kill. So some of these look like they could be interesting. First of all, is this whole 10-minute video just about him complaining about being blocked by this content creator, by ProZD? Is that just what the video is about? Because that's really funny. An unfortunate situation. I thought you were proud of your dirty windows. Very, very, very much so. Definitely. So, the huge pride in the dirt of the windows. Accumulated it myself. Watched every speck of it land on there. Counted them even. Also, I'm slightly interested in the whatever the fuck's going on in this one. Do they know Western Twitter unwittingly helps pro-lolly song go viral? There's so much to unpack simply in that headline that I'm interested in it. Please be not about the oh, maybe it is. The ProZD made an Abyss tweet. I don't know what he tweeted about. Well, now you made me interested about this one. Should we just watch the newest one? Let's just watch the newest one. It's actually anti-lolly? What the fuck? Now I'm interested in both. Okay, we'll watch this one and maybe we'll watch the other one as well.
Hey, what's up, guys?
You know what this is about, then? You know what this is about? Tenji doesn't want us to watch Ref. Tenji has good taste. Tenji knows what's up. But alas, here we are again. Yeah, Western Twitter unwittingly helps a pro-lolly song go viral. Which, what is a pro-lolly song? I am scared, but we'll figure it out. Tenji knows what's best. He does. As Zecke's twin. We look very different, okay? I swear.
Here. So
Oh, alarm. Bell. Very puzzling situation. Like, I don't know if it's over or not. It just sounded. Hi, I'm back. By the way, boo. It just sounded like they rang the bell the exact same way at every apartment in the building. Cause like I'm always too late. I need to stop my stream and everything, right? I'm always too late. So when I'm at the door, I cannot buzz them in anymore because it's just off already. Can't do anything. Cool. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Maybe our thing is broken. I don't know. It's been a while since I was last able to buzz anybody in, but I don't do it that often anyway either. So. But it sounded like they were just ringing in the exact same pattern at every single apartment in the building. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they needed me. I don't know if they needed somebody else. Maybe they're just gonna throw a package into our, stairway. That's fine. I think it's okay. Anyway, there we are. Look at the pouch, everyone. Look, pouch. So, what the fuck is in Pro Lolly song? Sounds like a ghost. Maybe it's a ghost hunting our haunting our Klingel.
So currently there's a
Our
big
bell.
trend happening on social media right now, and I'm sure a lot of you guys recognize this song and the related animations.
I don't. Should I listen to this song? I saw Gomen. Is this Kawaii Kute Gomen? No, right? Probably not.
And if you haven't seen it before, I'm glad to bless your
せーの. Is it でもそうなんじゃダメでもそうなんじゃほら Is it that? Is it Renai circulation? That's せーの.
eyeballs with it today, but it's a very
No,
big
I don't
trend
think it
right
is.
now on social media to imitate this dance and have
No, it's something else, right? No, it's something else. Man, I should look it up then, probably, because I'm sure he's gonna talk about it.
related animations
Gomen nasai? Gomen nasai. Well, I think I don't know the
like
song.
that, and it's going across a lot of communities,
Nah, it's a VTuber original, okay.
including the
It's
Genshin
new, I
Impact
guess.
community.
Okay. Yeah, it's Ui's song, which is why that's, which came out a year ago, by the way. It's more making fun of lollies and lolicons, but more like in jest, though. Okay, I see. I see.
Posts like
It's
this.
coming together.
It's popular in the VTuber
Rory, there it is. Rory, the Sekuimu? What? No, that's not a. That's Rukiimu? Requiem?
scene, the
Sorry.
anime community, and all across social
I'm
media.
gonna stop
Now,
trying to read katakana. Oh, Requiem! Oh, it's like Requiem, probably. Ui-chan, Rory something Requiem. Yeah, I found it, I got it. It took me a moment. Cool.
It comes from this song right here, uploaded to YouTube 2 weeks ago, with over 10 million views on this.
Oh, 2 weeks ago? I thought it was longer ago. Maybe the video is new or something? Does it mean 9 years? 9 Sai technically means years old, right? What the fuck is going on here?
Music video.
What is
and
happening?
It is a very impressive number, obviously. But what's interesting is
9
this
Sai? Nothing.
song is extremely popular in the West, despite its content.
Is it? I've not seen it yet. Is it extremely popular in the West? I like when the MV came out recently, but the song was like around before. Okay, that makes sense. That was what I was thinking. Old song, but new video. Okay. Like, is it extremely popular in the West, or is it just popular in online anime spaces? I think honestly that's what it is. It's probably just popular in online anime fandom spaces, which makes sense, because that's, you know, that's what it is, right? Because I have not heard about this yet at all.
And the title alone tells a pretty...
Yeah, I heard it mentioned by bigger Western corpo VTubers. Yeah, so like anime spaces. The West. I mean, I guess, yeah, but... How can it be extremely popular in the West if I haven't heard it? I am in the West. Exactly.
Interesting story.
Exactly.
Based on the fact that a lot of people in the West like it. The title is a Lolly God Requiem. Now, it doesn't take a big leap of faith to guess the subject matter of this music video.
Well, I mean, I've heard it is actually satirical. Are you gonna read this?
And here's a copy of the lyrics, just a small part of it. But it just to boil it all down,
sorry. I'm sorry, I can hear you. Requiem for the Lollygod in the future. I don't want him to like you. I mean, these translations are always a little bit rough around the edges. I don't know what that means. Wash your mouth with muddy water. Let's meet in court. Hey, like, you'll get arrested if you like lolly stuff. Is what the song is saying. I'm trying to figure it out. The West has fallen. Millions must sing. So true.
It is essentially a lolicon song. Okay, it takes the character trope of the Mezugaki, which is like a bratty lolly character who is taunting and bullying and teasing the viewer who's supposed to be a lolicon. And again, as I always say with these things, if you don't like those tropes and themes, that's totally fine. But the reason I'm talking about this and pointing it out is that this song and the animation and the dance and everything that comes out of it is extremely popular in the West.
I mean, so is also lolicon. I mean, like, just aside from the fact if this song is like making fun of lolicons or not, like, that's completely besides the point. A lot of people in the West, like yourself, are lolicons. Like, they just are. How is this a statement about anything? Bullying pedophiles actually are more good, though. Yeah. And you say, but you know that that's like not the message of the thing. I don't know. Like I said, it's just making fun of lollies and lolicons, actually.
Which defies a lot of odds. And
yeah, it sounds like it's not really in favor from what I've seen.
Also extremely popular among aunties. And here is the producer of the video. This is Shigure Yui, who is a professional illustrator and VTuber as well. They made the song, and they've been talking about their surprise.
I don't know why I pointed that out right now. It's weird, alright, but it's not pro lolly. No song would just go out of their way to be like that. I mean, some songs might be, but yeah, it doesn't really sound like it. It sounds like a commentary on the thing. Also, the fact, like, this is not a statement. This is a very nothing statement. I mean, plenty of things have been said about refs media literacy. True. Most of them by me.
Success this has had. And they've also pointed out in multiple different cases their appreciation, but also
made the song and the music video. Lee is like a VTuber. Has collabed with Hololive before.
Shock that this song is so popular in the West, given a lot of Western people's views of fictional content.
My views of fictional content. Okay, reading super chat.
ういちゃんにお小遣いをあげます。Google 翻訳ですいませんというね、海外2期の方もありがとう。
Like there she is.
海外であれ流行るの本当に大丈夫なのかな？いろんな意味で日本と海外って結構そこら辺の価値観違うから大丈夫かなってフィクションですからね。
I mean, I know that VOB in chat said Ui's not like that, but that's not a great take to have. I mean, I don't know her personally. Me. I loved saying that all the time, as if you assume that I know all of these people personally. That's not a good take. That I don't really think that is the best takeaway to have here.
フィクションですからね。
Now, one of the confusing outcomes of this whole situation is that a lot of people in the West...
Weird thing about Lolly Ui is it's because she lost a bet with another VTuber that Lolly Ui came into existence. She wasn't too much into the Lolly Ui concept, but it became surprisingly popular amongst her fans. Yeah, with this clip, he's trying to point out how surprising it is to Ui, I think, that it became popular overseas. I don't know if the song, again, I don't know if the song is like more popular overseas than any other VTuber song is popular overseas, but we're still working our way to a conclusion, I think.
who like
Maybe.
this
Or
song but
statement,
also
rather.
hate lolicons are trying to cope and come
Are there many?
up with a way to justify liking this song. And I've seen the argument out there that people genuinely believe that Shigure Yui hates lolicons, has a genuine hatred of them, and that this song was an elaborate own on lolicons. They were actually the butt of the joke, and she was just expressing her displeasure with lolicons, which could be no more further from the truth.
How do you know? How do you know that? Less popular and more known, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I didn't like hear about it more than anything else.
But
That's also, isn't that just an interpretation of the song?
I found this TikTok
Like what?
that really captures those related arguments.
The song was actually originally teased over a year ago in May 2022, but was only officially released just a little over a week ago on September 10, 2023, with a video clip that features some of the smoothest animation I've ever seen. And what's funny
Yeah, looks smooth. Looks
is
smooth.
that Yui Mama actually hates lolicons. For those of
I like that the guy is in the video. Look at that dude. He looks built.
Yeah, she just hates lolicons. That's why she spent the past year of her life producing a video tailor-made to their interests.
I mean, it's about them. If you make a video about something, does that mean that you profess support for it?
So strange to me, and he'll go on in the video and say something that is true.
Yeah, it's a song from a corporate VTuber for business. Like, I really think either way could be an over-interpretation of the situation. Like, this doesn't mean that she hates lolicons, or this doesn't mean that she fucking loves lolicons either. I feel like that neither of those things are pertinent observations at all. Does this guy use his muscles to beat up predators? Maybe he does. Maybe we'll find out. Kidding, of course. Looks like a dude that has his life together. Yeah, but he does have the little cross going on, too. It's just a concept that lollies are for head patting, and anything lewd will be sent to jail in a song. Yeah, like I feel like this is honestly kind of closer towards neutral and like neutral / don't be weird about it, which is the crux of the problem with the entire lolly debate is always semantics, as always. I mean, all debates boil down to that all of the time, where some people interpret the terms differently. You know what I mean? Anyway.
True. At one point in her VTubing career, she lost a bet where the wager was that she would have to make a stream using a lolly voice, and that did happen. And he says, well, that's it. That's the only reason why she's ever done that. Well, not true. If you look
and it caught on with her fans, so she would like to capitalize on it more, I
look up her
suppose.
most popular clips.
I think it's just a case, dude. I'm hearing the song was supposed to be satirical. Right, it sounds like it looks funny in the animation too. I don't think listening to the song would help me much since it's Japanese. And the translations of Japanese songs, translating Japanese specifically can be really tough. Can be really tricky because of the way that the language works. He thinks he's found his people coping, but it's a reason. He thinks he's calling out cope, but it's actually a reasonable interpretation. Ref seems kind of desperate to find others like him and see himself with others. Yep, that's very true. It's projecting once again, despite him having a large following that do agree with him. He's like, this must be a statement in full support of me and my people, when like a way more reasonable interpretation would be like, this is not a statement. It's either not a statement or it's leaning closer to an anti-lolicon statement.
Half of them involve her talking about lollies, talking about lolicons, or using a lolly voice or playing under a lolly character. It's not just one offshoot stream that happened once. It's all over her account. And how do you justify clips like I'm going to show you right now? Like, how does this match up with the message that she hates lolicons?
シグレイは全年齢コンテンツなんですけど、コミック LO の表紙いいよねってね。
Comic LO is a monthly 18+ comic anthology featuring mainly lolly characters, aka a lolly doujin magazine. That is bad.
ちょっとね、言いたくなっちゃった。
It's really good, don't you think?
あまりにロリっていう単語が出てくるからさ。いやでも、
ick, major ick. Like, what point does he think he's proving with that, by the way? Like, okay, yeah, he thinks he's proving the point. He's proving this one TikTok wrong that interpreted the song as a statement of Ui's feelings, which are that she hates lolicon. This does not seem to be true. I would wager to agree with that now, seeing this here. However, the song and the statement that the song is or isn't making can be separate from her personal feelings, as she is a corpo VTuber. I mean, is she corpo? I don't know if she's corpo or not, actually, but as she is a VTuber with a large audience who's making content for a large audience. Hi, Angel, by the way, hello.
これ違うんだよこれ先生からいやこれも未来の話なんですけどこれ大学の教授から教えてもらった情報だから
I do not know the meaning.
めちゃくちゃデザインが綺麗で素晴らしい表紙の雑誌があるっていうのを私は大学の教授から L を知ったから
Okay. Okay. So her professor told her about the cover of the thing? She's technically indie, but very close connections to Hololive and some Niji-sanji livers. Yeah, I see her in those realms a lot, yeah. Okay, so...
私のせいじゃないから
So I think a lot of this has to do with a blatant misunderstanding of what the video's even about and the related tropes. So it's very obvious that that music video is about the Mezugaki character type, which is a bratty lolly character.
I also do not understand Japan's obsession with fictional underage characters. I also do not. I find it very off-putting.
Who is teasing the viewer who is supposed to be a lolicon. Whether you're a lolicon or not watching the video, that's clearly the dynamic they're going for. And to try to pretend like that's not what's going on here in that music video is just disingenuous, okay? You are totally valid not liking these related tropes and themes. It is totally within your right to not like them, but please don't try to twist the meaning of this video, a meaning that is very obvious.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like there's not that much meaning. There's not that much statement in the video to begin with. That's just my interpretation from what I've gleaned so far. It's a song making fun / depicting that sort of trope and stuff, but I don't think it's either an endorsement or a condemnation. I don't think it's either of those two things now watching it, you know what I mean?
Just so you can justify consuming it yourself while still claiming to
I mean, I've not heard the song. This is not directed
hate
at
the
me.
related tropes. But let's hear what else this guy has to say about lolly and anime fans.
For those of you who aren't degenerates and don't know what a lolly is, it's basically the sexualization of young or young-looking female characters. And sometimes...
Yes.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong? What do you mean wrong? What do you think it is?
It's spoken like a true tourist from like twitter.com or something.
Where is he touristing to? Where is he touristing to? He's on TikTok.
Lolly is different than lolicon. I can't...
Yeah, Lolly is the character and lolicon is the guy who jerks it to her. Like, brother, you don't even know your fucking terms. Shut the fuck up. Nobody knows any terms ever. And I agree that there's like debate about the semantics here. Like, is Lolly only the sexualized version of a child, or would Lolly just be a random child too? But no, we have a word for that. That's called a child. Like, you can just say child, like you say adult. Touristing to pedal. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a resident. Yeah, understandable, VOV. Sorry for showing you this.
Can't believe I have to explain this every single day, but lolly is a body type. A body type exclusive to fictional content.
It's actually not just a body type. The body type is petite. Lolly is more connotations than just a body type. You know that. You just don't want to admit
Whether
it.
it's
The term for lolly changes so much. I do agree that it's kind of like nobody can agree on it, which is the problem. It is definitely part of the problem.
Manga, anime, or any related fiction coming out of Japan.
Yeah, petite is a body type. That is a body type description that you can use. Like, just use terms that we can, like, that what we know what they mean. You can just say petite. That is absolutely fine. Everybody would know that you mean petite women who exist, who you're absolutely fine to prefer in your fucking porn or whatever. Fuck do I give a shit about what type of adults you jerk it to. I don't care. But if you say lolly, that has other connotations. If a good chunk of the internet, of the public, of people in general, believe that lolly means a child or very much child-coded character or person, then yeah, that gives credence to the meaning of the word, because that is how words work. Words get the meaning that they're used with. You know what I mean? Like if somebody says in your friend group, if you all start referring to apples as blags will now be apples in your friend group. Yeah, but that on a global scale.
Pan is just a petite body type, whether it's short, petite build, petite, and cute aesthetics, what have you. It doesn't inherently mean anything sexual. It doesn't have anything to do with age, and
it do though. Like by off definition of the word, it does though. It does do that though. Can't con just mean like interested in? Also imagine finding anime and thinking lollies are these adorable, pure, sweet things, and then you find more of the anime community. Exactly. You just need better nomenclature, please. Yeah, and in Japan, people themselves say lolicon is pedo. They do. It's not. That's also something that people who are Westerners, sorry to break it to you, Rev, you're one of us. Westerners, that they are very willfully ignorant towards that. It's like, oh my god, you're calling this pedo stuff. In Japan, it's completely normal. It is not completely normal in Japan, thank you. Yeah, lolly used to have less sexual connotations. Well, petite was kind of associated with IRL porn, so lolly in the anime world caught on and spread to other spaces. It is like a fucking ongoing changing debate. I agree with that, and that is what makes it so fucking enduring, such an enduring topic to talk about all of the time. But yeah.
When it becomes sexual, that is lolicon.
No, lolicon is the person who's attracted to it.
The fact that this person doesn't even know,
like that's how fucking words work, not just specific words, but that's how the language that we speak works, you know? That Latin, probably. I don't fucking know if that has a Latin root in it. It's like if you are what else? There's other cons, right? Like, oh no, it's not Latin because it's from Japanese. Anyway, it's like complex. It's like something con means you are attracted to the something. So lolicon is attracted to the lolly, and you are the person. It's not the character that is lolicon.
Know the difference between the body type and the actual porn aspect of it shows that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. But let's keep listening.
The other guy seems to have a life as well. Give him a break, Rev. Yeah, like, oh my god, my voice cracked. Like a teenage boy, spoken like a true teenage bro. Brocon exists. Yeah, true. That as well. Like it comes from Japanese linguistics, right? I don't even know. And footsteppies. Tenchi, leave the room. You do not wish to be here right now while we discuss this.
To ethically get around this, they'll have a female character with the physical appearance of a 10-year-old, but really she's 9,000 fucking years old. On behalf of many anime fans, we're sorry.
I feel like this came straight from Twitter, dude. Like, this is...
What do you think Twitter is? What do you think Twitter is? People who talk about Twitty. The fuck? I can't speak. People who talk about Twitter like it's this weird place of one opinion. Like, you know who else is on Twitter? You are on Twitter too, brother.
Twitter incarnate, like this.
Yeah, the guy seems to be having a good life. You don't speak on behalf
of anime fans. You don't speak on behalf of anime fans.
I mean, if he's an anime fan, he can be like, yeah, on behalf of anime fans.
When the medium has tons of lolly and lolly themed tropes within it, like, you can't apologize because of the lolly characters existing. You're not speaking on behalf of anime fans. You're speaking on behalf of tourists.
People who unironically use the term tourist. It's so funny because it's just like not an insult at all. I don't understand. Who the fuck is insulted by being called a tourist? Like, you're not really a fan of Medium. You don't even jerk to... Not gonna finish that sentence. But, like, huh? Tourist as an own, like, okay? You don't think I'm actually a fan of the medium that I'm a fan of? Is that supposed to insult me? I feel like, I don't know. people who don't have any like fully formed personality yet might be insulted by that because they define themselves solely through a community that they're a part of. Maybe that's a very specific niche of people that Ref might fall into or not, that could be insulted by the term tourist. I don't know.
And literally while I was watching that, I noticed something here. So they have in their caption, and now we wait for the Gargura English version. Bro, come on.
I legit don't know what we're come-oning about right now.
Come on. You're saying all of this while being a Gargura fan? Are you joking?
I think that people are able to enjoy... Now, this might be controversial. Maybe, I don't know. I think that people can be able to enjoy characters that are designed like Gura is in a completely normal and non-sexual way. Okay, this is not controversial at all. I take it back. This is the most normal take I've ever had. I think you can watch a VTuber that's designed like Gura is, or, you know, fucking Shion or anybody who has like a lolly-looking design without being a creep about it, without being one of the fucking weirdos about it.
What, are you scared of a little 4-letter word? Do we have to bring up the clip? I think we all get it at this point, okay? It's pretty obvious that your standards are all over the place.
What does that even mean? What type of own is that? What type of own is that supposed to be? I don't understand his point at all. I got some tea. I hope I missed much of the video. Nah, not that much. I'm sorry. I paused too much for you to miss most of it. Very sorry. It was probably sarcasm for one thing. That it could be sarcasm, but also what I like. Yeah, but I also stand by that. Like, you can. Like, that's also another take for anime as well. As long as they don't sexualize the character, I'm fine with that. Like, you can, yeah, that's okay. With VTubers, it's a little bit weird if they pretend to be younger, even if it's a non-sexual way. I find that a bit odd, but I don't think Gura does that much, like in voice and everything. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Gura.
And also, I want to point out one other thing.
Gura.
So this whole idea that it's weird when she's doing this lolly character. You know, normally, the person you call Yui Mama, she normally states that her character's 16. So, like, do you have a problem with that, too? Because
I do, actually. I feel like people should be allowed to fucking be... Just say your fucking age. I don't like the, I'm forever 16, especially if it's 16. Like, do fucking 21 or 18 at least or something. Be normal, please.
Her character is underage. Are you only mad when it's considered a lolly?
Yeah, it sounds like he's, you're actually a lolicon too, stop denying it, bro, ing this guy, but also calling him a tourist at the same time. Like, I don't really know what his angle is.
Still mad when it's considered 16 years old? You know, it's like, it's weird standards to work with, but these are the ones you're creating by making certain things in fiction bad based on their age or appearance, and then trying to justify liking something that falls arguably in the same route. Now, while some people like that dislike lolly characters or this song...
yeah, I also I do have a problem with that. Like, making all of these... Same with Persona, to a certain degree. It's like, okay, you made all of these character designs, and they're always in high school. They always have to be in high school, but, you know, it makes sense narratively for them to be in high school. It's fine.
There's plenty of people, in fact, millions of people out there who do enjoy this song, including...
16 as well was the age of consent for teens. How does age of consent work over in Japan? Because, like, when you look at face value, age of consent, that's often misinfo because... Well, not misinfo in and of itself, but people like to use it as misinfo because I'm pretty sure there's, like... In the law, I think it would say in Germany the age of consent is like 14 or something, but like that means between like a 14-year-old and another 14-year-old are now allowed to do their thing. That does not mean that a 14-year-old and a 20-year-old are allowed to do their thing. Also, you know, forever 17 is what I used to cope with the ever-passing train of time. Yeah, you're pretty close to that, though. You're pretty close to that, so it makes more sense. I need to go have fun suffering without me. No, don't leave. Just because millions enjoy it doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. That also.
People from Hollow Live who have been out on various clips speaking about how much they enjoy this song.
Have you seen Ui Mama's song?
I have somehow I have not seen it yet at all. Yeah, it's teen, not teen adult. Like, that's oftentimes how these laws work. So stating them is kind of like you're misrepresenting facts. Facts.
Yeah, that's all over TikTok. That's all I get on TikTok now. Yes, it's everywhere. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's everywhere. It's so catchy. Get out of my head.
I would say that
That doesn't sound like an endorsement of the like contents or anything. Just, hey, it's a catchy song. Okay. Yeah, in Germany it's like 14, 16 together is okay, 16, 18 is okay, and 18 whatever is okay. I know America has like fucking Romeo Juliet laws, which are questionable. Yeah, also very like nichely applicable. That's just a clip like, hey, I hear this song a lot. It's very catchy. They didn't say anything at all. Like, what are you trying to point out here? Oh God, sorry, I despise it when people pitch their voice up so high. I used to not have a problem with it, but I've become a tiny bit tired of it too. Sometimes I like it, sometimes, yeah, most of the time I prefer it wasn't there, but yeah, I can. Actually, the age of consent is 14 in Japan, so it's fine. Yes, between consenting teens, and not for you to be attracted to as teens and you're as an adult, you weirdo. Yes, that, and also, hey, just because the law says it's fine doesn't always mean it's morally fine, you know? Like, you can also think as a human being about, yeah, anything would be a start. You can think, you can have thoughts of a human being and come to your own moral conclusion. Laws don't concern themselves with morality very much, usually.
I'm surprised by this, but this is Hololive, ladies and gentlemen, the same one that Gargura is from, by the way. But this is not anything new.
Yes, and? Legitimately, yes, and? Why did we play this clip? What is this clip telling me? Nothing.
The members of Hololive, especially the Japanese branches, are very open about liking lolly and shota characters. And again, whether you like it or not, it's just the fact. And, you know, it shouldn't come to any surprise that these...
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering why you're telling me this.
VTubers love this song. And it's a good, refreshing thing to see. And hopefully, I don't know, is there a lesson to learn here? Well, at least we got a cute song. I don't know. It also goes to show that if something's popular...
Cool, good statement. I mean, at least we got a song. I don't know. You haven't even shown anybody, like, criticizing anything yet.
Enough and cute enough, people will just ignore the basic message behind it as long as it's trendy. And that's exactly what
I don't think there's much of a message behind it at all.
Happened with this whole situation. But we're going to wrap up this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share all of your thoughts about today's topic in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay. That was not a lot. There was not a lot of input in there, honestly. Like, it didn't. Usually you show a lot of people losing their minds about the thing that you're defending, but nobody was losing their minds about it, apparently. Just like a misinterpretation, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think he realized that this doesn't help his point. Yeah, there's, like, this is not in support of your points at all whatsoever, right? Okay. Okay, cool. Like, just because... Oh, God, the people above us are moving furniture. Just because some people also share your weird paraphernalia... No, what the fuck is the term? Your weird interest... doesn't mean that it's not still bad also, which you didn't show any examples of anyway, but okay. That was a big nothing burger indeed. It looked interesting enough, but alas, I was fooled. It happens from time to time. It happens every now and then. Maybe I've ventured too far from the VTuber community. I have not heard this song. Maybe it's more of a TikTok thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm on TikTok every day. A bunch. But I also haven't heard it. So I don't know. I did not know. Stop having... I have your recommended screen. I do. Partially, at least. Keffels and D'Angelo Wallace. I still haven't watched that. I've also been watching / listening to more of those fucking weird ass police interview things. I kind of hate watch them. I don't really like them, but I watch them nonetheless. Yeah. Said some people are making the song a bigger deal than it should be. I feel like it's literally just Rev. I haven't heard much about it. Vault Tackle featuring Hatsune Miku by Deco. Oh, fun. That's the Pikachu one. Is that new? Is that with the collaboration between Miku and Pokemon? That was 2 hours ago. Oh shit, new song. New Deco 27 song. Check it out. That's fun. The bottom left, I don't know. This has 112 views. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. Is that the new Willy Wonka or Lies of P? That is Willy Wonka. That is the new Willy Wonka. Did you ask that in earnest or were you making a joke? Anyway, I'm tired still, so now we can depart. Even though I do wonder if this one would have been more insightful, perhaps. But whatever. I don't hate watch stuff. Too little time. I'd rather spend on nice stuff than be annoyed. Well, it's like I like to be annoyed sometimes, though. I enjoy my time being annoyed. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be making streams like this, right? I do enjoy my time being annoyed. And it's like the sort of annoyance where you can just... I'm playing Tetris, right? I'm playing Tetris. And I go like, shut the fuck up in my mind. And sometimes out loud to the video that I'm watching. More joking. Thank you for clarifying. I will now ask Tenchi if he wants to go for a walk, figure out my life, figure out things. I have so much to do. I have a stream later today. Do not forget, I have a stream later today. We're gonna be dating monsters. It'll be great. You should come and watch that if you have time in 7 hours. Maybe even a little bit later. And I still have to go grocery shopping and do this and do that and prepare for tomorrow and this and that. It was a nice stream, nonetheless, despite my scattered brain. And a confirmed monster dater. That is what I am. I mean, I didn't date anybody last time. We just kind of fucked around, but we'll see. I suppose I kind of do it to keep up with cool people covering horrible things that make me upset. Fair. That's one way to consume it. Thank you for that, Aiden. I will now peace out. This guy's a Cyclops. Yes, slay. And I will see you again, either in this stream or on Sunday when we do more art. I need to check in on the Telegram messages I've received because I know some friends want to draw stuff and I want to see it. Well, we can raid the waiting stream. True, we can. Do you wish to do that? Let's do that. I mean, if YouTube allows me. If YouTube allows me, I'll redirect over there. You leave a likey. Oh, I don't think Nomiya has it on because it's not showing up. No, Nomiya doesn't have it on, I think. Because otherwise, I am subscribed. Okay, videos from your subscribed channels. Nomiya does not have it on, so just go there, just be there. Nonetheless, I'll send you the link in again instead. Whoop, there you go, and I'll see you around. Bye, gamers. Bye-bye. I'm heading out. I'm peacing out. I'm disappearing. I'm fading into the night sky like a little star. Like my favorite French streamer, Etoile, who was killed in Minecraft yesterday. I wonder if his Discord is still talking about it. I bet they are. I'll check in on them. Bye-bye. Bonsoir. Auf. Ciao.